Yeah, I just thought about... See, I was having the problem of thinking, okay, so there's these several different groups converging into one location. How do I approach this? How do I figure it out? Then I realized, oh yeah, last time Ravenna attacked a person. So, let's roll initiative. Let's roll initiative for your individual characters. We'll just take that as like the individual...
10 on the dice and I get a +3, so that's a 13.
I like to think my phone has the same initiative with me, so...
Oh, do you want to
That's
roll
an 8
dice
plus
or-
whatever. I have dice.
Oh, yeah, you
I've
do.
brought dice.
And you should probably give some.
I did get you some.
Just 17 plus... Initiative. 20.
Good.
A dirty 20.
19.
This is the peak. We're going to roll like sit for the best.
What did Ravenna get?
Ravenna got 10 on the dice and I get a +3 to initiative, so it's 13 overall.
Okay.
Ravenna's player cannot do mathematics, so I am very slow with adding things up.
And Gamera got 20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay. Well...
I think any better.
So initiative order is...
No, I mean fucking Igor.
I'll tell you initiative order in a moment. Shall I roll a separate thing? You know what? No, we'll have Colin's people come in on Colin's turn, and that'll be fun. Okay, so that means then that this is what happens. So I don't know if you remember, but in Ravenna's session, really near the ending, we actually described that some of the villagers had seen Gomira and Nemesis,
Yes.
and were pointing over at them. And then Ravenna attacked one of the villagers, and a lady turned around and pointed at Ravenna, biting some lad, and yelled, "What the fuck is that?" That's the point where we start initiative. It's actually Gamira's turn. Gamira, you are about 30 feet away from the villagers themselves. There's a very large crowd, at least 20 people. That's a very large crowd for them. They're mostly wielding weapons appropriate to farmers, though some of them do have like hand axes, that kind of thing. They do seem to have like 3 dogs. You ever seen? Gamera has never seen dogs, so she sees these kind of small mammalians.
Fascinating.
Relatively speaking, they are like making these noises, like loud, kind of vaguely intimidating. Nemesis is with you. I'm going to say Nemesis goes on the same time as you.
Okay.
We'll broadly kind of do whatever you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just so you know, it's sort of looking at about maybe 10 buildings in this village.
Yeah. So I see the people, but I don't see what's going on with Benna.
You saw that they turned around to look at something, but you don't see what that something is.
I think Gamera is just gonna poddle along towards the villagers because it's people. He's never met humans before, so he's quite excited. He goes, "Oh, hello there. What's happening?"
So, okay, imagine you get to the back of the crowd
Yeah.
with your like skeletons behind
She's
you.
about 5 foot, so she probably can't see him.
Skeletons are still currently disguised as if they have skin.
Yeah.
So they're just hanging out behind you. Nemesis is hanging with you as well. Just roll perception for me. Maybe with disadvantage actually, because you're short.
Yeah. Well, the other one was a 3. And what do I have? Perception 2.
Okay, minus 1. You've got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nemesis can roll as well. If you can try and see what the cause of the commotion is.
Yeah, Gamera is not bad.
Oh, I did make a sheep and you. So.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. I remember
Yeah.
that. You made a whole thing.
You nearly died in one
He's
shot.
got like 20 hit points. I remember this. It was hilarious. He's level 5. He's got like 20 hit points.
Perception, right? He got 18.
At 18.
He has plus 12 to it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Nemesis notices that some humanoid seems to have. And you can't see much detail. You basically can only see like her face. You think it's a woman of some kind, very pale skin and black hair. Seems to be biting the neck of one of the villagers. Villager's facing away from you, and she's sort of facing towards you. I'm just imagining now Ravenna making eye contact with you.
Like, while she's eating this guy's neck.
Yeah. Nothing else on your turns?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, if you wanted, you could try and like poke one of the villagers and try and get them to talk to you if you wanted, but...
Yeah, she probably was like, oh, hello.
Okay, why don't you just roll... Just roll charisma for me.
Just charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21.
Pretty good.
Oh, well, 17.
So they kind of glance back and don't seem to look at you that much, but it's like they sort of almost don't register that you're someone different, you know, from another villager, and they just go, some kind of vampire dear.
Oh, they are real.
And then they turn to actually look at you and go,
What is the fairy mammal called?
oh. On that note, we'll go to the next turn, which is Colin's turn.
Got in!
So, okay, Colin is on a boat. It's like a fairly large canoe with, like, there's somebody who's doing the actual rowing at the front, and like 5 people in the canoe with you, between like some soldiers, unless you actively wanted to go out of your way to be in the same one with like Maeve and things.
Probably, to be honest.
Okay, right. Well, I mean that's the case. Like 4, Fergus basically takes up 2 slots. So there's just Fergus who's actually doing the rowing.
Yeah.
And then there's Maeve and Aelil and you. He's also rowing faster than the rest of the boats, of which there would be very many. Obviously, there's not enough boats to get everyone across in like one go. So the idea is that people are going to go back to collect more people.
Yeah.
I think there's probably only like 10 boats. So doing a quick math, it's going to take probably at least 3 goes. The travel time across the actual river is about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. But that does mean that, like, what? Yeah, so roughly 50 soldiers are with you.
Yeah.
So, you come onto shore, and you see that most of this village seems to all be in the center of it, and you think there's some kind of commotion or violence, definitely shouting. You do see it quite plainly because you're coming from this direction. You quite clearly see that there is an individual humanoid over there who seems to have like grayish, dark skin, just sort of a more purplish kind of color.
Yeah, kind of lavender.
Yeah, kind of lavenderish color.
White hair.
And white hair, which probably sticks out to you as quite different. Otherwise, can't really see much else going on in the village at this moment in time. So, yeah, what does Colin do?
Well, if he's just arriving by boat and he's seeing a load of commotion, then his first reaction is probably going to be like sticking his hair out, just going on like, what the fuck is going on out there? This ain't normal.
That was... I'm so glad that you chose to speak like that, because Brandon's face is just so worth it. It gives me life.
I'm glad my expressiveness brings joy to your heart.
Okay, so you say what the fuck?
And yeah, I'm basically just gonna go to pretty much the same crowd, maybe with a few soldiers in tow, but I'm gonna try and like wiggle my way through to get to the commotion. I'm not even paying much attention to the lavender girl. I'm just like trying to get to the commotion here.
Okay. Okay, so you're kind of rushing up. The shore to where they are is about like 100 feet. So what, you running?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I imagine Colin kind of jogging up, so you get up like that's 60 feet, I assume.
Yeah.
Getting a bit closer, you probably, like, on the way running there, you probably do see some kind of violence, like some swinging of these axes has begun. You're seeing the swinging, you don't know necessarily the results of those swings yet. You don't know if there any hitting is happening. Because the thing is, all the rounds happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next person's turn, if Colin's not doing anything else.
Not really, he's just trying to go and get to the centre, and then when he gets there, he's going to try and calm things down. But until that point, he's just trying to get there so far.
Okay, so Fergus also steps off the boat. He sees what you're doing. He goes, he just goes, "I'll catch up, lad." And then he runs ahead of you about 20 feet. He's very fast.
Yeah.
He's also massive. We're talking about this guy is like 9 foot tall.
Fuck.
He otherwise looks like a strong old human man. He looks like he's in his late 50s. Beard graying. Yeah, otherwise nothing else much is going to happen that you wouldn't even notice. You think Maeve says something under her breath.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to the villager's turn. So, yeah, like, they're definitely going to attack Rebecca. I mean, no question,
Yeah.
right? Will they be attacking Gamera and her nemesis and her Skellybobs? I don't know, maybe not. Depends. I want you to sort of see that they kind of brandish their weapons at you. Just sort of tell me how you react to that. It might change their mind, I'm not sure.
I think she'd probably just like put her hands up. Oh no, is everything okay? What's happening?
That's also going to be the point when Nemesis joins. It's like, guys, wait, no, this one's good. They've been there before.
Yeah, they know Nemesis. They probably do find the individuals behind you look kind of strange. The fact they're not speaking as well is probably a little bit weird. But yeah, overall, I would say roll persuasion and you have advantage, mainly because Nemesis is there.
23.
24. Okay, so they kind of put their weapons down and they start speaking to you, but we'll do that after they attack Ravenna. So like 5 villagers with like spears and hand axes start attacking Ravenna.
Okay.
So they are villagers. 14. What do you see?
So Ravenna's AC is 15.
Yes. Oh, one hit. One hit with hand axe does well amount of damage. The one hand axe manages to hit you, doing 7 damage.
Okay. What's 72 minus 7?
65. Yeah. Also, the actual guy will try. He has to try and escape your grapple. Wow, he succeeds. So the guy who actually bit and grappled him, he like pulls you off him and then pushes you away from him.
Okay.
That was the villager's turn. Then it's actually Ravenna's turn.
Okay. So,
There we go.
bastard.
Okay, no, wait. Can you say that again, but a bit closer to the mic, please?
Ow! You bastard. I'm sorry, I need to get into the voice for this again.
I think you've got it pretty much perfect.
You definitely
yeah.
got the benefits. I just need to be a bit closer
Yeah.
to hear you.
And then I'm going to. I was gonna say, can I just Eldritch Blast him in the face?
What, the guy who hit you?
The guy who hit me. Like, I bit him, he hit me, I'm going to just hurt him.
Sure. I think that Eldritch Blast at your level, I think you do 2 shots with it.
Okay, what is it? I roll for it?
Yeah, you roll spell attack.
Just ask me a question. I don't see this, do I? Because I rolled bad thing.
How do I roll?
Yeah, you know. Nemesis does.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it with the necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What do I roll?
Well, you got to roll spell attack, so your d20 plus spell attack.
Okay. My spell attack, is that the +7?
On the actual spell sheet, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well that's a 9 plus 7, so that's a 16.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Do I have to roll that twice? Because I do it twice.
Yeah, if you're aiming to hit him with both of them. However, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need you to roll damage. He dies.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm not going to hit him with that one. I'm going to hit him with that one, so he just drops down dead.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn to the person next to him and do the same thing.
Okay, sure.
That's a 12 plus 7.
Yeah.
19.
So another one of them dies.
Yeah.
One of the other ones that was attacking you, I'm guessing he had a spear. So the thing is that because you've changed it to necrotic damage as well,
Yeah.
what appears to happen to all the people watching is that you hold out your hand and the life drains out of this guy, and then you hold out your hand and the other guy drains his life drained out. And they both fall down dead.
Nice.
Needless to say, suddenly the villagers panic.
Yeah.
So, did you want to do anything else on your turn?
I just think, is there anything else I can do on my turn?
You've just taken your action, so if you have a bonus action or movement, you can do them as well.
I'm just thinking if I have a bonus. I'm not sure what I can do on a bonus action.
You probably have something.
Yeah,
You've got quite a few spells and things, I think.
I'm going to sort of take my moment to just levitate higher.
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to sort of levitate higher and...
You can levitate up to 20 feet into the air.
Yeah, I want to sort of loom over them and appear more intimidating.
Okay, I'm going to roll a d20 just for environment. 13. It just looks kind of gloomy. It just there's kind of gloomy clouds as you go into the air 20 feet. Gamera can now see you and sees just like some floating female humanoid with pale skin and black hair who seems to be, and she's in a kind of black dress and like wearing a tiara. She looks kind of threatening. Guess what? It's turn. So, Rand and Igor
Ego.
approach this scene. I don't think I need to describe it for you again, but you approach, if you imagine, from the east. Basically, Ravenna is to your right, Gamera to your left, and Colin is immediately opposite from the other side of the crowd.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, what happened? What I've seen from where I was. Well, I've seen the whole murder thing.
Oh, you've definitely seen that this lady seems to have pointed at 2 people and they've just died.
Nice.
You see Gamera and you can see Nemesis. They look kind of like strange people to you. I don't think you've ever... You've seen elves, so you probably register that they're elves, but you probably just go, oh, there's elves over there next to this large group of humans.
And my
What's the name of the dad again?
Oh, you know he's called Amaranth.
If someone can give the location of Amaranth, I'll help you with your little vampire problem.
Oh, you say that to the crowd?
Yes.
But
But I say it loud enough that everyone can hear. Put it that way.
do I hear this? Don't I?
I mean, if the crowd hears, you
Can
certainly
I react?
just hold on. We'll wait for the crowd first. Just I guess on persuasion.
Nice.
With disadvantage, I think. Yeah. gotta be, I think.
Right, then go to your skills.
I do think this is
Persuasion is +7.
this is
Come on.
yeah. I think this is too much for this crowd right now. They're taking in too much stuff happening right now. It's like, you know, they're used to not much happening every day.
The first roll is a 10. Second roll is an 11. So 10 + 7, 17.
Okay. 17. Yeah. Okay. Mainly the people that were already like screaming and panicking, they turn to see you and they just continue. But the people who aren't, who seem to be ready to fight Ravenna,
Yeah.
there's like one of them, this like, I'm gonna say actually a woman with a spear. She goes, yeah, whatever, yeah, okay. Wait, and then Gamera.
I think Gamira is just going like, wait, oh my god, you're not Anna?
I'm looking for him.
Oh, me too, he's my father.
Good, you can take me to him. I don't need you guys.
I was like, no, you're a lady attacking people.
Okay, that's enough dialogue.
Yeah.
Who's turning it? So actually, if Gamera wants to continue
Yeah.
speaking, so yeah.
No, but the lady's attacking people. We have to help.
You can also ask for Gamera to turn up a volume a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. It's like, but no, the lady's attacking people. We have to help them.
I mean, I'm going to kill the vampire so I can get his location from you. I don't give a fuck about the people.
Really?
Not really, no.
Vampire lady, why are you eating people?
Sorry, can I hear this from being 20 foot?
Perception, there is a lot of screaming and stuff.
That's a 10 and I get a +1, so that would match my passive anyway, 11.
I would actually say no. It's kind of muffled behind the screaming, and you mainly being concentrating on the individuals who are trying to fight you. Yeah, is Gamera do anything else on their turn?
Did you just ask a vampire why she's eating
Yes, yes.
people?
See, flying, does it look like a magical spell that she's using?
It looks like somebody moving around in Minecraft creative mode.
I would say, from Gamera's point of view,
Yeah.
yes, it certainly does seem to be a spell.
Okay. Counter spell won't work for that, is it? Counter spell's a reaction.
It is a reaction to seeing a spell being cast.
Yeah.
In this context, even if it was a spell,
Yeah.
the spell's already cast, so you can't like counter it. What would work would be dispel magic,
Yeah, I don't know.
assuming that assuming it is a spell like that.
Mhm.
I will say, from a meta point of view, just so you know, I would say something like that actually wouldn't work.
Yeah, but-
because it's like this innate ability she just has.
Yeah, Gamera don't know that. She knows spells, and the spells
Yeah.
that can make you fly, and if you do that, then you can drop. Is he not
You
like...
do have a pit drop real fast.
Yeah, they do. This is not Gamera's not killy. She's more like getting them down.
Oh, you do have just it's not something I'm suggesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's an option I'm going to point out is that that you do have the necromancer abilities, because you probably do look at Ravenna and think she is some kind of undead.
Yeah.
So you might try to use the thing.
I don't think she has that yet.
Oh, she does not have it.
No, I don't think I have command undead yet. I think that's.
Is it later on?
I think I don't think it's too far.
Yeah.
But I think she's got command undead.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just double check. Okay, recovery.
I'm guessing.
Harvest.
Maybe it's like level 13 or something.
Yeah, I've recently got resistance to aquatic, and my HP can't be reduced below max.
Cool. That's actually quite nice because that's a very nasty effect.
Ghost have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, I guess I'll just do a attacky spell. It's the evil lady, who's clearly just killed 2 people.
I mean, yeah. And it's not even wrong. She
Yeah.
she is evil.
Yeah. Yep, I think she will cast.
Sorry, what is my alignment?
Chaotic evil.
It's like I had it down as chaotic neutral, and it's like
No.
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 if she was asked, she might think that she was chaotic neutral.
Yeah, that's good. That's a
It's not
opinion.
hypothetical.
Yeah.
If she understood the concept of alignment, she might see herself that way.
Yeah.
But no, she's not really.
Yeah, I think she's probably just going to cast probably a blight.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate, but okay.
she doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that I believe Holly, you roll a save for Ravenna.
19. The Constitution 19.
Okay, what's my... So we see what my con mod is. My con mod is 12, and I get a +1 con, so that's 13.
I guess you fail.
I fail.
So you fail. I believe it's necrotic damage, yeah?
Yes, it's necrotic.
So when you're not in your I forget what it's called,
The form of dread.
yeah. When you're not in the form of dread, you have resistance to necrotic damage. When you're in the form of dread, you're immune to it.
Yeah.
So you're not currently in it, but you basically what I'm saying is you'll get half damage from this because you're still resistant to it.
So how much damage will I take?
On it, I'm just working out. It is 88.
It was already in party fighting.
Hmm?
It was already in party fighting, which I guess we should have expected.
Yeah.
We're not ready for that off the bat. I will kill one of the party members.
22. 30, 33.
33,
Necrotic
getting
damage.
halved would be down to 16, yeah. So you take 16 damage.
Okay, I'm 49 health.
Yes. So what this would probably look like?
Probably just quite a light green energy that sort of basically kind of shoots out and then kind of looks like it's sucking, like it drags something out of her.
Yeah. So it's like some kind of green light connects from her finger to you, and then you feel some of your life energy get drained out of you. In the same way, like quite comparable to what you just did to those villagers.
Yeah.
So you see that you look down and probably see the person who's done this is some kind of dark-skinned elf with like purple lavender sort of skin with white hair. Not an individual type of elf you've ever seen before.
Okay. I don't think Ravenna's even seen an elf.
I think you will have seen an elf at least once because you will have seen like one in Muscribe. The forest will have occasionally got an elf or two in there.
Oh, okay.
Can I ready my skeleton's accents?
Yes.
Cool. I think she's going to shout like, please stop attacking and please just come down peacefully. And her skeleton's going to aim their arrows, and if she attacks, she's going to shoot her.
You tell Nemesis. Well, I guess you could just. Is Nemesis doing anything as well?
At the moment, he's more just trying to make sure the villagers don't start attacking him and Gamira.
Okay.
So he's more just on literally crowd control.
Okay.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Just getting people out of the way, making sure.
Sure. I mean, many of them are kind of running away from this location now, so...
He might also remember that the spell only has 10 minutes on it, so he might, like, refresh the spell.
Oh, yeah. You could do that.
Yeah.
Takes another slot, but yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess that was a fun little turn we did. Colin's turn.
Yeah.
You're now, lots of the villagers are running. You've seen all that stuff that transpired. You can actually see Brand. He's because he towers above the villagers.
Yeah, around about.
Now, I'm warning you about something here, Will. You can see Fergus's face. His face is that he's smiling. He's happy about something.
Oh.
And usually, he's most happy when he's about to fight. So,
Oh yeah.
just keep in mind,
Big beefy boy fight off.
you are, technically you could potentially, but you are technically like the nephew of the queen.
Yeah.
You kind of have a certain amount of say in what he does.
Yeah.
So, I'm just letting you know.
Sure. Well, what my plan was, and what I'm probably going to do, if it works, is I'm gonna, like I said, run up to and through the crowd, probably try and get under where Ravina was like floating, and I'm gonna try and cast Hideous Laughter at her, which would make her fall prone. I try and catch her, and then if that works, just try and just shout stop to try and just calm everyone down.
I'm gonna let you know you wouldn't be able to quite do that. You can only go if you go 30 feet, then she'll still be about 10 feet away from you, like horizontally.
Right, but that is the advantage of being a rogue, which means the bonus action would let me do the dash as part of that, so I would be able to get under.
Oh, I see. I once again kind of forgot that you're actually a multi-bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and... Yeah, okay. So, sure. I guess that means that Ravenna has to make a save against Hideous Laughter.
Yes.
So...
The wisdom saving throw of 17.
Okay, she has +1. Even is she proficient with?
That's a 10 plus 1, so
Does
I'm
she-
not proficient with wisdom.
Okay, so yeah, she fails.
That's
Yeah.
not saving throw.
No, it's not. It's in your skills bit. You'll actually see whether you're proficient. I believe. I think she's what looks. I think is charisma and dex.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it is.
my dex and my charisma are both the highest
Yeah.
skills.
Can I just look? Can I just look at the sheet? Because I know that it does these a bit differently. Oh no, it's wisdom. Oh, it is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That means you have +5 roll.
Still won't be enough.
Still fails.
Yeah.
So you see in the skills bit next to them, you
Yeah.
see that filled in diamond indicates that you've got your proficient.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Okay, so that means you start uncontrollably laughing, and you also are unable to maintain your levitation. So you fall down to the ground and continue laughing. Colin's out.
Catch her. Yeah.
So yeah, you just like after she gets hit by Gamira, you just sort of hear a loud screeching noise. It sounds like a cat or a bird at the same time. Burst into giddy teenage girl laughter as she just plummets from the air.
Yeah, it's probably the most you've ever laughed in your life.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking to myself, should I make Colin actually roll to see if you catch her? But no, I think I'll allow it. It's you planned it. You knew exactly what you're doing.
It's very slow falling.
Another question I just got to ask real quick is: do you actually say anything to Fergus?
Not to Fergus specifically, but more just like in general, shouting out, trying to shout out over the crowd, and just like, everybody, just fucking stop!
Okay, yeah, just I guess just roll persuasion. Yeah, just you don't have advantage or disadvantage, just persuasion.
29.
Thanks.
Pretty good.
Okay.
So everyone that isn't like a player character, just stop and just look at Colin.
Mm-hmm. And when everyone just stops and looks like, right, good, be calm down, now. Somebody can explain.
Well,
Hold the
Steve,
vampire. I'm gonna kill that vampire so someone can tell me where Amaranth is.
okay, so obviously Gamera knows they're Amaranth, Colin does, Ravenna doesn't, and she's also laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly, could you just be laughing, please? While this conversation's
I
happening?
cannot force myself to laugh.
Well, it's gonna sound. It should sound like fake laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is in magical laughter.
Just imagine like a giddy teenage girl laughing. I
I
don't know
want
what
to hear you do
I
it.
can't force myself to laugh.
That is what it should sound like. Yeah. We'll temporarily say that people aren't taking their turns right now. So I guess a villager just goes, "We got attacked. There's a girl dead. There's 2 more people dead. He should die." This guy's just pointing at the vampire.
If they're like actually dead.
Yeah. So you go walk up to them and
Yeah.
check. Okay, you want to medicine check?
20.
The little girl or the two adults?
20.
Like you didn't know the little girl. This is just
Yeah.
the 2 adults.
They're unconscious and dying.
They're dying. If anyone not got any healing, they can be saved. I'm going to try and stabilize one because I've got.
Yeah. So you just roll medicine again. Actually, just try. Actually, you don't succeed in the same way. You realize that this is some death magic shit that you can't just like patch.
It's like, we need healing magic. Anything? Quickly.
What?
I do.
So you just.
I like just like lay Rowena down on the ground and like run over and just cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, so you just cast Cure Wounds twice. The two of them, the breath comes back into their bodies. They sort of wake up. They're very dazed and don't seem very well, but they're alive. Yeah. So the person who seemed to speak up, she comes up to you and goes, "Oh, all right. That's good at least. Could you do that for the girl as well?" And and she kind of points over to a house. The door's kind of just ajar. I don't know how you respond. Also, what is Bran doing?
Watching right now.
Okay. You do see that like several villagers are just like looking at Brand.
Is Brand between like the house and where it was pointing?
He's kind of like to the left by like 20 feet. He's in your peripheral.
Alright. So I'll go help the girl out. As I'm there, I'll like turn to Bran. It's like, right.
That wasn't me.
It's fair enough, didn't think it was. It's like, you're looking for that guy?
Yeah.
You promise not to kill anyone? I'll help you look just as easily. I may have a bit more influence. If you don't, I point to Fergus, it's like, I'm sticking that guy on you if you don't.
Oh yeah, this guy also, once again, massive. And he just, he hears what you're saying and he's like smiling and nodding. Yeah. He pulls up this like lance that's like almost like half his size. It's this massive fucking thing.
But that could be a fun fight.
Oh, he at that he's like, oh. He was so eager to fight Brand.
But yeah, I do then try rushing over as far as I can to the guy in the house, and similarly I'm going to check to see if she can be revived first of all.
So, well, I guess okay, just medicine check just to analyze how she's died and how long she's been dead, or whatever, or if for that matter, if she might be just dying. Yes.
Oh, thank God, that's 7, not 1. 11?
11.
Yeah.
Well, even with that, you do realize that she absolutely is dead. Not dying, she's dead.
Fair enough.
You're not sure how. The wound she has that you can primarily see is that like a bit of her like cheek has been pecked away by a bird. You assume that probably happened after she died. You're not sure how she's actually died. Not very clear to you at all.
Okay. I basically like go over to the scale. I do the examination. I find out that's like, unfortunately, nah, she's gone. I do apologize. I can't bring someone back, unfortunately.
There's like you think a mother and a father are just like sat in a chair nearby. You notice there was somebody here as well who's just like seems to be doing their best is analyzing them. You think this is like a druid?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like a minor druid lady. She's not.
Okay.
She goes, well, that's a pity. It would be good if there's anyone around who could do that, but I guess there isn't. Oh.
At that point, I was like, because I'm not fully sure, but I was like, tell you what, we've got a few druids with us. Maybe one of them can take a quick look.
You okay? I'm going to just roll to sort of somewhat randomly determine like level of druid.
Mm-hmm.
There are a bunch of them. Okay. So, I guess if you just call out for the druids,
Yeah.
the druids will have come across first, because they're important.
I don't call for the druid specifically. I kind of just like shout out the top of my lungs, just go, "Hey Ma! Sorry, just like, we need a druid!" Just shout at the top of my lungs.
Who's Art. Oh, right. So, Maeve, who I will describe to all of you, is fairly attractive, very well adorned and dressed kind of woman. She looks very annoyed at the situation because you're not exactly sure, but she seems impatient. And she's like, no, put that away. Stop giving me stuff to edit out. She just calls over, fine, I'll get the druids. About sort of like half a minute passes. I'm just wondering, did anyone else doing anything else in this time?
I think Gamira will basically go up.
Oh wait, how long does the laughter last?
Yeah.
A minute.
That's what I was about to
A
ask.
minute.
It is concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
So,
Quick question, why are you keeping a vampire?
because I'll be perfectly honest, if we can solve things without violence, we might as well give it a shot first.
I guess we need to have to do a blade tonight.
Okay, I'm Gamira.
Yeah, you're one of the people who knows where he is.
No, I need to find him. I don't know who he is.
And I need to kill him.
No, why?
He owes his soul to my mum.
He stole a stick from my land and is my dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Why?
You're gonna have to stick back when he's dead.
Oh,
I told
you can't
you.
just kill
He
people.
owes his soul debt.
How do you all the soul? By the way, you're the biggest kobold I have ever seen.
I think Brad doesn't know.
Hey, what?
I was gonna say Brad probably doesn't know what a kobold is.
You are not a dragon. You have like you stand. You don't have wings. You're not a dragon.
Half dragon, half something else. Get the picture.
How is that possible? You are small. That means the other thing must have been quite small. How is that? It was a very small dragon.
No, it was one that can shapeshift.
Okay, so an ancient. Okay, but births and
So anyway,
let's try and figure out the biological possibility of that actually happening in her head.
so Ravenna stopped laughing. She has been hearing this conversation between the villagers, Brand and Gamira, and also, Colin having called out for some druids. She's on the floor, laughing.
Sort of trying to, like, attracting as little attention as possible, stand up again, and then get herself then start levitating a foot in the air again,
Okay.
as is usual.
Can I see her doing this?
Can I give myself disadvantage to see her doing it?
You see this?
Well, I guess, Holly, so you say Ravenna's trying to do this stealth.
She's trying to sort of, just not let people see her do this.
Stealthily.
So stealthily.
Yeah, stealthily.
Well, okay, yeah, just roll stealth.
Versus perception.
Just
Yeah.
what my stealth is.
Or I could get this to be passive because I'm technical.
I do get.
I don't know, would it be passive?
I do
Yeah.
I do have self filled in.
Okay. Should we probably?
That's a 16. What do I get plus to that?
We should probably fill in all your skills so you.
Yeah,
exactly
sorry.
what you got.
Perception is 12, so there you go.
So she has +7.
Oh, okay. What was that on the
Yeah.
dice?
That was 12 on the die.
16 on
Yeah.
the die.
16 on the die.
Oh right, so she was 23. Keeping in mind that the actual movement she's doing is completely silent. She doesn't have to like touch the floor or anything. She just like starts floating off the floor.
Nice.
The villagers and all the villagers seem to have like had their attention drawn away from you by Colin. However, there are a lot of individuals
Gamira is asking if you came from an egg because he's still trying to figure this out, and he's loudly explaining biological, like dragon birth and stuff like that, and like how this would work. Is like another. I just asking what you.
I don't know. I didn't ask, and I don't want to know.
But actually, that is very fair. It's fascinating that the dragon can have. Was it another reptilian creature, like a kobold, or was it more humanoid?
Who do you think I'm looking for?
You were looking for Amaranth. It's not getting it.
You know what? I'll let you figure that one out in your own time.
So Colin. Oh, what is that? I need to roll the dice. I got a what?
No, that's 7.
She got a 6.
Okay.
To do what?
To figure out how
She doesn't
Yeah,
quite comprehend that Amaranth is his dad. She doesn't quite get
Yeah.
that.
I'm rolling a bit.
She's connecting the dots, but she's doing the entire dot-to-dot for her.
That's a lot of dots.
So, one particular druid walks up. He has antlers growing out of his head. He steps into the room, and he goes, I could bring her back, but she would be different. He like turns to look at the parents, and the father just goes, "Whatever you can do, please." And I was just looking on because she's fucking distraught. He says, "Very well." And he kind of puts his hand on her chest and her head. I'm not sure. I'm going to roll a d100. Does someone want to roll a d100 for me?
That's fine.
You were the one that killed her. Someone killed her, you know.
That's 15.
There you go.
15.
Yeah.
So, interestingly then, her body like shrinks in size by about like half a foot. She was only like 4 foot tall before. Now she's like 3'5". She just sort of looks basically the same but a little bit smaller. Her clothes are kind of big on her now. And then breath comes back into her life. Breath comes back into her lungs. And she seems to be alive again, though still unconscious. He looks down at her and goes, "Yeah. Well, you have your daughter back." And they come over and they're very happy. They're just loudly talking about how happy they are, and not hearing what he says when he says, "No, she is one of the little people now." And they just don't seem to register it.
You're happening now.
Oh, dear.
At that point, then Colin kind of like goes back to where I assume these three still are, and just like kind of walks up to them. It's like,
Could I get what's the passive perception of Colin?
Colin's passive perception. Hold on. Is 14.
Bit higher. Okay, but yeah, you probably just have Ravenna in your peripherals, but you don't quite register that she's like up and floating again.
That's fine, but I
You
don't
just
think
like you think she's over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I just walk between all three of them. It's like, alright, you fuckers. You three, and I point to all three of them. Got some explaining to do.
Wanted to help the scary lady stop killing people.
When I find someone was going to kill that floating bitch to do it.
Right. Well, and I point to these specifically. No killing unless necessary, and even then.
I would never kill anyone.
Who made you the war maker?
Actually, I killed a dryad.
Sorry, just a little thing. Could I please ask Esme, please like increase your volume?
Oh, yeah,
if you
sorry.
can. Otherwise, you're the quietest one.
Yeah.
It sounds accurate, to be fair.
Yeah.
I turn to you, it's like, fine, you're off the hook. I go to you, it's like,
Okay.
me fucking mother made me the lawmaker. Fuck off the warranty here, mate. Where's your fucking pa?
Who the fuck are you?
I'd be Colin.
Colin?
Colin
Ah.
who?
Where's the notes?
Where's the notes?
I've got my notebook.
There's
I know
the thing.
where's the Colin. Where's...
Yeah.
Who would Colin had loads of people flocking to him? Like he's got a bit of a cult going on.
A cult, you said?
Never call them a cult, no. I mean,
They
people
like-
show up, but they're more like, what you call it? They're more like fans for my music.
Oh, you're a musician.
Oh, damn right I am. I pull out my drums.
A musician who makes laws. Now I've heard everything.
To be fair, it's me mother that makes the laws. I just have a bit of power. Surely you understand the concept of royalty.
Yes.
There you go.
So,
I've never met one of these before. Oh, what's your name again, by the way? You didn't say.
I'm Brand Pentacle.
Brand. Nice to meet you, Brand.
You think you're
What the-
royalty?
so
Oh,
she
the lady's
just,
floating again.
so this lady just floats back up to you and goes, "You think you're royalty?"
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I know. My name's Colin. Colin Mac Triston.
Right? Eating people.
How high up is she?
I'm about foot off the ground. It's her usual levitation height.
Okay, a foot off the ground, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably still short than Brand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably like maybe shoulder height. To
Yeah.
By the way, just so you know, the crowd is largely dispersed. They're
That's a
mostly
little freak show having a chat.
they're like, get away from this.
They exist to feed me
No, they don't.
and
They,
fear me.
no, they don't. The people they exist to live their lives and have full lives.
I
You want
So
food?
go to hell and get that salty.
Actually, yes, bad ones go to hell. And good ones go to
I think I made this.
Are you a blacksmith? You made a sword.
Wow, I got someone to make it for me.
Oh,
I got the salt.
You get souls.
You know what? Could mainly Gamera here, yeah, could okay. Gamera could roll Arcana or Religion. I mainly think maybe Colin could do the same, but it'd be a little bit of a different context.
Okay.
Arcana, that would be 23.
Actually, even Ravenna could roll Arcana.
Yeah.
It's a 4 on the dice, and I do get a bit on my sheet. So what do I get to that?
So whatever your proficiency bonuses. Well,
I guess that's a +2.
your proficiency
No, +1. Yeah, I get a +1 to Arcana.
Give me everything.
So I feel like there's
So you get your intelligence mod,
yeah.
and you get the proficiency, which is +4. So
Okay.
together it's +5.
Okay.
So what? That's, I think you rolled 7. Did you say?
I rolled 4 on the dice.
Oh, so it's 9 then.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You don't really register what Brand is or anything about him. Really, you don't. You're like
Got the same thing.
he's an anomaly.
That's 23.
What did you get?
I did Arcana with a total of a dirty 20.
23.
Okay.
Arcana.
Okay, so Colin realizes that though he doesn't know what this kind of half dragon thing is, he notes like the blade and references to using souls and things. It matches stories of creatures from basically in your society there's a vague concept of something called the otherworld, but there's also a belief that there's different otherworlds, and that from one of them is the one of fire, and in that place souls are used as currency. You think that he's from that place. Gamera more on the other hand is like, already had a discussion, you're like, this is some kind of half dragon,
Yeah.
and that he is from hell.
Yes, he speaks infernal, so he knows.
You know what hell is, and you're like, this guy comes from hell.
She like jumps back and says, "Ah, help! You're from hell."
Oh, did you put that together?
Yes.
Well
that's right.
done. What gave it off? Was it the smell?
You can smell bad.
Was it the black sword full of souls?
Really bad. You shouldn't have souls of people. You shouldn't keep souls.
It makes it extra. Oh, it's fun.
I guess there'd be bad people's souls because they go to hell and that's where they're meant to go and they've already been delivered there. But if they're delivered there, they shouldn't be brought back. Souls are sacred.
Just say they're serving double duty.
Souls are just sacrifices.
No, they're not.
Doesn't
They are
matter.
sacred. They are people's souls. They are sacred. They should be protected at all costs. And people are not food.
Colin's just there, just facing sounds like
It's
Maybe
very
not.
bad.
top of
To
my
you.
now.
Oh.
Where I'm from, they're food.
Well, your farm sounds terrible.
And where I'm from, that currency, it's great.
You're from hell. It is terrible, but it's meant to be terrible and it serves a purpose. I'm conflicted about this.
Funny to make them run and scream.
I don't like you're scary.
Your soul be froze.
Yeah, I think you are going to hell.
So just so you know, you don't need to respond to it, but just so you know, Maeve, this queenly lady, is just sort of stood about 20 feet away with her arms crossed, just sort of trying to make eye contact with Colin. Fergus is just like sat down next to her, and another guy who Colin knows as Aelil is also just stood nearby her, kind of seems to be awkwardly waiting.
I think
The other like soldiers and things are like sort of outside the town, about 50 meters away, so 50 feet away, say, are just like setting up tents and making a camp.
I think Gamora's kind of pieced together as he's basically just going to turn to Brand and she's like, oh wait, are you a part of the apocalypse?
Could be.
Yeah, well, the world is ending. Does that make sense actually that demons are coming up?
Whoa. Bombshell, what?
Someone killing a god and the sun freezing is the first start of a world-ending event, but I don't think it's like actually classed to a mystic. Like I think it's more like end of era, but it has happened before in different stages. So yes, we've got about 5 weeks.
Any
Well,
god,
it has about 5 weeks.
any god that a human can kill.
Relaying all this shit about the apocalypse to Mo, should be happy to hear it.
Master, calling, mummy.
It's something to everyone.
He was like whispering to Eagle and obviously
So-
the voice, so yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
So wait, hold on. Eagle was invisible, stops being invisible, and says this. And says, calling mother dearest.
Mummy dearest.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say, guys, by the way, try to make sure that only one person is talking at a time.
Yeah.
Because just mainly for audible. While I'm thinking about that phone call, could Ravenna just repeat what she said?
Any god that can be killed by a human is weak and
And also, could she increase her volume as well?
any god that can be killed by a human is stupid and weak.
Anyway, Ego starts going.
Just leave a voicemail, you know what? You heard the conversation. Stay invisible again.
I think your imp is having a seizure.
Wait, so to clarify, you sent a message. What do you say?
Relay the information about the apocalypse to Mummy, dear.
Okay. Cool. You don't get an immediate response.
Yeah, as I said, just leave a message. I know she's busy.
Can I relay the voicemail?
Yeah.
Please approach the mic and say it very
Yeah,
clearly.
in Eagle voice.
He just goes like, and the voicemail.
Yeah, that's about as accurate as it would be.
Yeah. I like how you just believed Gamera. That you just believed it's a strange after lady. Just very matter-of-factly just stated, oh no, yes, the world is ending.
But I say she strikes Brand as very naive, so
Yeah.
there's every chance the apocalypse is actually happening or she's been duped.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And a god's been killed, so that's a good sign that it probably is happening.
The last time the gods died, my mother was still alive. So the new gods are weak and stupid.
Exactly, that's what I mean. This has happened before in many different cases, so it's not like the world's going to blow up. I think it just means like new gods and a new era. I think a lot of people are going to die. I don't think that's really bad. We should probably stop this.
I'm here to eat the
Wait,
god-killing human.
wait. Who's your mom? You said dragon for hell.
You have fun figuring that.
Do you want to check?
Is this wisdom or intelligence?
No, this could be...
be history.
That could be history, yeah. Yeah.
That would be... That'd be 11.
Okay, so Gamera's trying to think to herself, dragons in hell? Oh, what dragons are in hell? And she's thinking to herself, I feel like I've read this, but I don't It's like she can't quite bring it to the forefront of her mind.
I like to think that she's probably for Tiamat, but that'd be way too stupid for it to be Tiamat, because Tiamat's a god.
Yeah, she'd be like, what the fuck? No.
She's trying to think of like, well, Tiamat has god dragons under her, so it must be one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, probably one of her consorts. That was it. Yeah.
Just ignore the 5-colour dragon part.
That's a wisdom thing. She's not wise.
Yeah.
She just thinks it's a coincidence.
She's not seen a half dragon before.
No one has. That's why she asked him if he was a big kobold.
Especially not one that's patchy.
Skin condition.
Yeah, there you go.
Scale condition.
Skin condition.
Okay. So, the lady that was sort of talking earlier from the village, she just sort of awkwardly steps up. She glances over at Maeve, and then comes up to Colin and goes, I know you're talking about the guy we know as Ambrav, yeah?
Yeah, he owes.
Okay, well, we saw him, like, how long ago was it, actually? Yeah, about a week ago. He, like, flew over the village. He was going west.
He was here. He can fly. That's so cool.
He didn't stop, but we saw him.
Which way was he going?
West, which she just points, and also, for you, it's probably a bit funny because it's back the way you came.
Motherfucker!
Literally.
Smart.
And then she's like, yeah. And then walks away.
And I'd say Brandon's the same in the west direction.
Oh, wait for me. I'm going with you. I need to find him.
At that point I go, wait. You guys are looking for Amaranth too?
He's my father.
He owes a debt.
Who's Amaranth, and why should I care?
He's a very powerful bird, and he adventures with a bunch of people, and he saves people. And he once went to my tactical Connacht, and he saved us from this big giant whale. But then he stole our staff, what basically is very sacred to us. But I think he must have a really good reason. So I'm trying to find him to get staff back and to meet him.
Why should I?
Ignore that for a second. He's your fucking father?
Yes, he's my dad. I've never met him before. I've just heard about him. I really want to meet him. It's gonna be really fun.
Oh, apparently we seem to fucking be siblings. He's me dad too.
He's your dad?
Apparently that's what I heard from your mother.
She just hugs you. I love it. This is amazing. A very tight hug.
So,
Yeah.
fairly small drow lady is like cuddling you.
I like nervously hug back.
I believe her brother is amazing. Oh, I have to write to mother immediately and tell her about this. I'm gonna. So happy.
Okay. And then I point to the other two.
You come from a small world.
No, unless it's very big.
Compared to the entire plane of hell, yeah.
She probably doesn't quite realize yet. She probably is thinking that like she can only go like 200 feet in each direction right now. I'm imagining.
It's a big city. It's a big kingdom. Like, if it's a full kingdom,
Yeah.
it's not.
But it's underground and you have walls.
Yeah, it's not a city. It's a kingdom. Though.
Yeah.
Relative to
It's a small kingdom, but
Exactly,
relatively it's.
So basically a big city by modern standards.
Yeah, about.
Because you're thinking of scale of time.
Yeah.
Like Leeds or Hull.
Yeah. Pretty good comparison actually.
There you go.
So I think Colin was addressing the other two.
Yeah, because I go to Brandon first. It's like, you said you're going west of this guy. You said you're going to kill him.
Yeah, he owes a debt.
Okay.
I don't want him to die.
Yeah, neither do I, to be honest.
Please don't kill our dad. Please.
Well, if you find a way to extract his soul and give it to him without killing him, be my guest.
Well, no, that is pointless because a person is their soul and the body is basically useless at that point.
It's just this big meat sack.
Yes, you are not your body, you are your
Yeah,
soul.
but I need the important bit. He owes it.
I'm sure he can figure something out.
I'm just here to eat the god-killing human. If he's not here, I'm leaving.
I don't know. I just know a human killed a god. I don't know who it was. Sorry.
Well, you have fun with that.
What does Colin do with this information?
Colin manages to piece it together, and then turns to Gamora like, "So Gamora,
Yeah.
this god-killing human
Very powerfully magical. Must be very strong.
is our dad from the sounds of it.
What? That's the god?
If what you're saying is true, then James Bigor, of course he is.
That's not a god.
You did more than that.
The creepy lady's laughing again. I don't like it.
She's shorter than me. Can I just like put my hand on her shoulder and push her into the ground so she stood like everyone else?
you can.
Like behind the balloon.
Yeah.
Does that like need to be a strength check or?
I
We do
mean,
contest of strength, I guess, if you want.
I mean, there's not actually any like.
Yeah,
No.
any force behind it.
There's no force. You're just like
Because
magically
it's
making this heavily levitate. So
Is that a racial power that she has? Like a racial trait?
it's actually a warlock power, but it's like
Yeah.
what it is that it's like your inherited abilities from your mother allow you to just float.
I feel like
It's not on my spell sheet, but I can't find it on my spell sheet.
It's like what it says is it's one of your warlock abilities says that you can cast levitate at will.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just gonna be like pushing down like a healing balloon. So you just push it down and just immediately like boop,
Pops up again.
boop.
You understand what the ground is?
That is very impressive. How do you do that? Is it a spell?
I can just do this.
Cool. I mean, no, you're evil. You eat people.
My mother is a goddess,
I mean, do you eat cows?
and people
Or pigs?
are like cows.
No.
You know, people eat cows and...
I eat. We have very large. You call bugs. They're very large.
Same idea. They probably have like a tiny soul, so
No,
that's nothing.
they are not sentient, and we thank them for the soul and thank them for the meat.
Well, you just eat slightly more expensive meals.
Can't you eat other mammals? Sentient?
I'm a vampire.
Yes, but they have blood.
Got you there.
Ravenna's probably thinking to herself that she's never actually entertained
The idea.
the idea, so she doesn't actually know how she responds.
I'm a princess. I don't eat people like the peasants.
You don't eat the cattle of the cattle.
You are very rude.
Here.
Thank you.
So, we're all going to go see this guy. I'm going to kill him. You're going to take your stick back. I don't know what
No,
your
no killing.
business is. What do you want with him? He's pointing at the vampire who's floating.
I'm here to kill and eat the god-killing human.
Why do you want to eat him?
Apparently, he's my father too.
Makes sense.
I am conflicted about this one.
Where does that come into the equation of needing to eat him?
I've got a question.
I just need to.
Well, you have fun with that. As long as you leave this soul, I don't care.
Please don't
Deal.
kill our father.
Sorted. Right, well, we're going to go kill a guy. You guys have fun.
Whoa. Let's switch to killing now. So I agree with the meet up plan. What's your thoughts on the killing?
Well, I need his soul one way.
Also, if he signed a contract once he dies, you're going to get his soul anyway, and you don't have to kill someone to drink their blood. I'm pretty sure. You actually produce blood, like the amount of blood you can produce, and just very scientifically we'll go on about like how blood is produced. Because he has medicine, he knows
Yeah,
this.
it's like the average man has about 10 pints of blood in it.
See, to Ravenna, drinking a human's blood is the equivalent of her just chugging a massive pint of Pepsi.
Yeah.
Just like, why would I not chug the entire bottle of Pepsi?
If they die.
I'm sure his soul might go when he dies, but it's when he dies. If I kill him quicker, I get the soul quicker. Win-win.
But if you are from hell, that means you do not age like mortals do. You can wait.
I get bored.
It isn't. Surely this is not worth the hassle all the expense of coming up to the surface to
Well,
our
I have
plane.
other business here too. That's none of your.
I think it might be you're from hell.
Trust me, it's fine.
Oh, I can tell I've got to keep my eyes on you two, you bastards. You're fine.
Thank you.
Fergie, fancy fighting for bets?
So yeah, they're not the first one to arrest them. They've been looking so annoyed. Fergus is like, yeah, oh yeah,
Right, the brand starts making a racket like, fight for bets! Two big dudes gonna fight each other!
She's gonna sort of summon her cat to sort of hold it and maniacally stroke him while watching the entertainment.
You all now see that she is now holding a black, large, very fuzzy cat with bat wings and stroking it.
Igor freaks out.
The cat has been staring very intently at Igor this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also
The
it
way
would have
the
been able to see him even when he's invisible.
Yeah. You know when you see a cat
Well, you got
staring at
scared
something in the
of
corner?
You're my phone,
It's like-
calm down, it's not going to get you.
Thank God, it's got the rings, master. It always gets Igor.
If it gets you, you'll come back, it's fine.
I look at the cat. Go.
We've had this discussion when you were here. What happened to Igor?
I think I got the general gist of what happens.
So you notice that Fergus seemed to have called over to some soldiers. They brought over a kind of makeshift fence to put around in a circle.
Yeah.
They start bringing it together. And after they've done that, a few of them just start chanting, "Stallion! Stallion! Stallion!" I wonder if the mirror has a hard time understanding that because the word stallion, like, it doesn't, like, she wouldn't really have a translation.
Yeah. I think she's thinking, is it a name?
She registers that it's like a noun.
Things will go to Colin. Oh, Colin, hi. What is stallion?
The name of the creature?
Oh, it's a creature.
Yeah, so... You know what a horse is?
No.
So, you probably do notice that there are some horses being taken by, across the boat. But they have to do like one horse at a time.
Yeah.
It's awkward as hell.
Well, when I point at the horses on the boat, it's like, that's the same there.
Fine. She knows, like, the Latin.
Like, seam diagrams.
Yeah, she knows basically like the Latin, but she doesn't know she's basically one book. Basically in her, it's pretty much.
Yeah, she's heard like the scientific descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically went like, yeah, sure, they're crying, whatever you call it. We call them the horse. The male horse, the big ones, they're stallions, big, powerful. And then I point to stallion and I think it's like, you can see the comparison.
Oh, I see. It is used as a way to describe someone big and strong.
Yeah, he uses it very specifically as a nickname for him.
Okay.
So Fergus like steps into the ring. He's just looking over at Brand. It's like,
Hey, Colin, you can do money, right?
Now, Maeve has also received a makeshift throne. And it's just like at the side. She looks slightly more pleased.
Yeah.
And then you actually see Saint Druid from earlier. He seems to be taking bets.
Nice.
He's going around with a wooden box. He comes around to Colin and says, "Any bets, sir?"
At that point, I like, I just put in like 5 coins for Stallion to win it.
5 gold coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Prince.
I mean, he's probably got the odds in his favour because he's the one that people know and expect him to succeed and stuff.
I also know him personally. If I bet against him, I'd never hear the end of it.
If you found out.
Yeah.
Because Ravenna will just take out like a few gold coins, throw them in that direction. Just be like,
Hey,
oh,
Red.
on my money's on the demon.
Oh,
Damn it. What was that plan? Come here, come over here a second.
I guess.
Take these 5 coins, bet against me.
Okay.
you just okay. You're betting.
Stallion.
Okay.
I've never bet before. This is fun.
I know, just like wait till you get the money back.
Okay. Do we? I guess we'll roll initiative.
Yeah. To clarify, is this full weapons or just like boxing?
He just goes, up to you.
Cool, full weapons!
So he pulls out this lance that he has.
Yeah.
Okay, just roll initiative.
Yeah.
He gets it back. Pops that one.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay,
That's
let's go. He got 18.
Oh, nat 20 plus 1, 21 total.
Okay, so Brad
why,
goes first.
why is Bran trying to lose?
Because that's an easy way to make money.
Okay.
Because I gave Gamira the money so that it's not obvious that I'm betting against myself. And then I just throw the match and get profit. But obviously I have to make it look good.
Okay, so Brad goes first.
Yeah.
Magus doesn't actually even draw on his lance, just stood there like looking at
Oh,
you.
nice! Alright, I see how it is. We'll start off simple, just, draw sword, go through for the good old swing.
Okay.
So that is a plus 11 to hit, nice. 11 plus 11, 22.
You hit?
Yay! 2d6 plus 7 damage.
I need a pencil and rubber.
Yeah, there's one here.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, the pencils are all here.
That is 9 plus 7, 16 damage.
Okay. So that would put him in.
What did you do that with?
The Black Soul Sword,
Yeah.
as he's described it to you.
I believe that's the first hit.
Let me just check if I get 2 attacks or not, because I'm saying one.
I think you do, because I think do you have 5 levels in.
I think, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I do. I'm just, been a while. I've done it, so.
Tell you at the top.
Right. So, yeah, attack paragraph 2. So, yeah, do that again.
Okay. So roll to hit.
That's the 13.
Uh,
11, so.
oh yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, 13 on the dice, plus 7.
Right, yeah.
And that's 7 plus 7, 14.
Okay.
Looking after those 2 hits.
So it's probably interesting to Brand because you're like wailing on this guy with this sword.
Yes.
And basically there's 2 big like cuts across his chest. He doesn't seem phased by this.
Oh, you're going to be fun.
He looks down at you and goes, you might be fun. Then he pulls out, not the lance.
Yes.
Instead he pulls from his back a greatsword.
Nice! Let's go, great sword battle!
And he rolls to hit you. And also, you see something happen where his eyes suddenly go like bloodshot.
Nice.
And then he rolls to hit you. He has got 29.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm just going to roll both of them. And do crits.
Nice.
Okay.
Let me just check something real quick. Oh, good. I can't remember if I gave myself good plate armor or just normal plate. I can get the one, whichever one is made out of, associating crit.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But no, I just give myself regular plate.
Right.
I spent it on my big sword.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Yeah.
You had the option, but you didn't.
Yeah, I went big sword.
Well, the first hit was actually minimum damage,
Oh, nice.
so he does 12 damage.
I used to take 12 damage off minimum.
But crit will be, so he does 19, then 7 more, so he does 26 damage with the second one. That's the crit. Oh wait, no, I forgot.
Oh.
5 more, so he does 31 damage with the
Ow!
crit. Fuck. Yeah. That was his turn.
Okay, you got another one, you?
So yeah, your turn.
Yes, let me go to. I'm just gonna burn all my lay on hands at 30. So
Yeah, I believe you can bonus action that.
Can you do that on yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
You can touch yourself.
I believe you can bonus action it as a paladin when you're
Well, I said as an
on yourself.
action. It says the description is as an action. I think it's DM ruling about
Yeah.
touch.
I remember now. When it's it was an old third edition thing, but in my opinion, it should stay like paladins.
Hey, if you want to give me as a bonus action, I'll take it.
Yeah, I prefer it.
Sweet. Okay, I burn all 30 of that. It gone now.
Self-heal.
Yep, self-heal.
Heal most of the crit back.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I ain't going down in 2 turns like this bitch.
What's your like max health?
80.
Okay.
I am not the tonkiest.
Yeah, you're paladin, aren't you?
Paladin, Warlock, Cross.
Yeah.
Not as tanky as he would be if he was full paladin.
Expired.
Yes.
Yeah, figured.
Which reminds me, I need to do that thing, but I think that's also a bonus action, so I'll probably do that next turn.
Oh, the curse.
Yes, the curse. Because this guy can clearly take it.
Oh.
Oh dear, right. Let me have what else I can do. It's been a while. Oh, what does that do? Why do you... Indeed.
What are you talking about?
As a reaction, I can do this shield spell, so I just want to remember myself what that does.
Oh, so plus 5 AC against the attack that's about to hit you.
Nice. Let me...
I think doesn't it lasts until the start of your next turn.
Yes.
I've found the actual spell.
But basically it's a reaction, so you
Yeah.
would do it on the moment you actually get hit.
Yeah. That is good, because that makes it not so.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, I'm just going to wail on him again.
Yep.
So let's do that.
Yes, we're all going to do it on.
10 plus 11, so 21.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Good. I think we're going to both just hit each other, aren't we?
Yeah, it's like you two are just not really defending.
We're just fucking going for it. Yeah.
What Ollie and I call berserker tactics.
6 plus 7 is 13, so 13 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
So 13 plus 11, 24 to hit. And the next damage is 8 plus 7, 15.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically like put in another 2 big slashes.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out your sword's ability.
I need to remind myself what that can do now. Has 1d8 charge. If you score a crit against a creature at a few hundred, then it has to succeed on a 15 saving throw or be instantly slain.
Yes. There were no crits just now, were there? But those weren't crits,
No,
were
they
they just hits?
Yeah, but
But-
just hits.
That's probably just something we should keep in mind.
Yes. Is that an optional activate, or do I have to do it by crit?
I think it's no, I'd say it's optional.
Yay! Because I wouldn't want to just kill this guy when I'm trying to make.
You get like an instinctive feeling that I could.
Yeah, I could yeet this guy.
Yeah.
So do a turn blade to the flat side.
Whatever.
Okay. Cool. I guess nothing else in your turn. So
Yeah. So that was bonus action.
he just wailed
Yeah.
back.
I was going to say, before he does, I
Oh, here we
from
go.
the stance, I
Here we
shout
go.
out to the stallion, it's like, go on, stallion, give him hell! And I give him bad consideration.
Fuck's sake.
To him.
The stallion.
Yeah, that's great. What's yours? Is it like what dice?
1d8.
It's a D8. Okay.
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 What demon can't kill a human?
Also, he's got a reckless attack.
I don't think cases where humans have killed.
Hey, would you like to fight this guy?
So I mean, well, he didn't really need to, but he got like 28. Okay, I'm just rolling.
Yeah, roll the other one.
7. Your Bardic Inspiration only applies to like hits and stuff, right? Or am I?
So it's ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Yeah.
And they can use it anywhere within the next 10 minutes.
So yeah, you can make the attack roll 1d8 bigger.
Or, if you do end up cursing him, he has an extra d8 to go against the saving throw.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, he hits for both. Doesn't crit.
Yeah.
So he does. Oh. There's 21
Nice.
and 17. Yeah. How's Brad looking?
Like one more good hit would take it.
Okay.
Mostly because he's doing so much damage.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, he stands there after 2 slashes again. He's looking at you, and you can see you're like bloodied, but still standing. And he's like, "Yeah, you're pretty strong."
Thanks.
He then just he says something under his breath. You just roll a perception check with me.
Yeah, sure. 12 plus what my perception. You. Is +2, so that's 14 total.
Okay, so you're pretty sure no one else in the crowd can hear this, but you think you hear him mumble under his breath. You can even take a with stallion.
To be fair, I think we've all got good charisma. We're all hot, and that is canon.
Yeah.
I mean, give him the
It's inherited.
Yeah.
It's one of those where like the dad is a bard and all our mums are like goddesses and queens and probably sexy elf ladies.
This is a hot librarian.
Yeah.
It's really the
Like
the
this-
glasses, sexy woman.
Yeah.
He had his turn, so
Yes, I'm just having a quick look in there. What else I could do?
I imagine you have some smites you might be able to use if you wanted to try and do that. Oh yeah, you have smite.
I do have smite. I've been, like I said, I've been pulling my punches because I'm not to immediately kill this guy, but he's pretty tough, so I'll have to make it look kind of good and then.
They're just like, oh. Okay. Thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that one. What? Okay, then. Oh, nice. Oh, I can do that. Oh no. A back slot to cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Gives me 10 temporary hit points, and if I get hit by a melee attack, the creature takes 10 cold damage.
Cool. Okay.
That's that dealt with.
Yeah. So I imagine it looks like you suddenly are in like you've got kind of frost armor go over your your
just like
plate armor.
Yeah, exactly. Just like more frost.
Nice.
The white bits glow a bit.
Tiny golf claps. Spell.
You're like, ooh, spent.
Yeah.
Tiny golf clubs drowned out by the crowd cheering anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. And then can I do that as well? I can't do 2 spell then turn you on the bonus action, can you?
Well, is it a bonus action or?
That one was an action, but I could do Shield of Faith as well. I see.
If it's an actual spell, then no.
Exactly.
You can do a cantrip, you can.
No, all my cantrips are an action.
Ah.
One.
Sure. You can do other things like move or anything else like that, but
If there's anything I can bonus action, I've not played Brand before. Well, not in this context, anyway.
yeah.
There's like food stuff going around.
There's berries. Like druids are coming along and they're just like handing people berries.
Like, I think you go over someone berries and he has a little rat Lusky. I'm gonna give some berries to Lusky. He does really.
Nibbling this berry.
Yeah, it's like white and brown rat. It's really like chunky to boys with like glowing gold eyes. Just eating berries. Just sat on a lap. It's like.
I could do spiritual weapon. No, that's also a spell down.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action with a spell.
It's a limitation of spells.
It is. Very good limitation. What others do?
Should we move on? Or?
Yeah, we'll be. But I was just curious.
You know the things like that do basically extra damage when you put your melee attacks. I've got this for my. But they're actions, so you can't attack on that turn.
Okay.
HP, just add 10 of those. I might, if I'm lucky, not die.
I think you are.
I have 29 total hit points. 2 good hits will do it.
So you see, this guy's obviously massive.
Yeah.
He then like screams, and he like stands back away from you. He does provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
So you roll to hit for that.
Is he scared of ice?
Well, it's not like a fear scream, it's an aggression scream.
Okay.
16 plus 11, so 27 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Where have the d6 have gone?
We need these sixes.
Oh, yeah. 6 plus 7, 13.
Okay. Gets to. Okay. So you give him another good slash. He drops the sword, pulls out the lance,
Nice, here we go.
and then you see that his eyes actually look like they're like popping out of his skull, and he charges you.
You crazy bastard.
And he makes 3 attacks.
Oh shit, yeah, this.
First one is a crit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll do it.
Well, I mean,
What's minimum damage?
minimum damage is 22.
That doesn't kill me, but
No.
I will not survive next to.
Would Brand like some help?
You can make an attack miss, then it might survive.
So he does 24 damage with the first hit.
Cool, 24 damage.
Oh yeah, the armor of Agathis happens.
Yes, so he takes 10 cold damage.
Yeah, that gets halved.
Yeah,
You note that he doesn't seem to be overly phased by the cold temperatures.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next hit is like 20, and it's 23. So
Yeah, that hits.
that would down you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because me as it beats it, so I could even shield if I wanted to.
Actual minimum possible damage would be 12.
Yes.
So
Unless Ravenna can literally make it miss, it is die. I don't think you can with your.
So what I'm considering is like, is that something I can do to just scare this guy?
Probably not to do raging.
No, I think the guy's like pretty in it.
I would say that Ravenna thinks this guy is a weirdly big, strong human, but is still a human, so she probably thinks that she can frighten him the same as any other. You have an actual ability where when you're using your form of dread, you're able to basically use your action to make them make a wisdom save, and if they fail, they are frightened.
Can I do that?
Okay.
Might be tampering with a 5 when Colin's already done it. So.
Like, basically what I want to do is scare that guy shitless, so like he stops or he misses an attack.
If he becomes frightened, he would get disadvantage,
Yeah.
and he would be unable to move closer to Ravenna.
Top of Browns.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, if I go over to where Brand is and I
Yeah, again.
You'd be entering the ring.
fight. You'd be entering the ring at that point.
I mean, she could just do it.
I know she can, but you know, come on.
You just you're like, please don't.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Holly, what's
I'm
better
just
do?
trying to think what can I do to like, because I don't want to let Brand just die, and Ravenna's probably enjoying watching this fight.
Oh my God, does Ravenna care? Does Ravenna care?
Oh!
Yeah, just like I don't want to see a demon get killed by a human. Humans are stupid.
Yeah, fair. Offensive. That's not stupid, but he's strong.
Yeah.
Besides, this is a.
Oh yeah, he's
scheduled
stupid.
fight.
I
Besides,
looked at his stats. Yeah, he's stupid.
yeah. To be honest, scheduled fight, unconscious more than dead
Yeah.
anyway.
Exactly. You
don't
can pull
need
your
this.
last punch, as it were.
Yeah, I kind of
I hope he does. Otherwise, this is going to be a quick kill.
I was sort of
What is Ravenna doing? Just give me a very...
Just to see if this will do anything, I will assume the form of dread and fly towards him.
Okay, so, please describe the form of dread.
Okay, so Ravenna kind of goes from being this sort of very pale girl with dark hair, sort of sprout large bird-like wings, gains very big cat-like claws and big cat-like teeth and feline eyes with like bird talons on her feet. Sort of weird, horrible, monstrous hybrid of an eagle and a lion.
Can I just say, when she does this, like, Mira's just going to speak to herself, like, why didn't you tie up the lady that was killing people?
Good point.
And essentially just want to fly towards his face, but like above where Brand is or behind where Brand is.
Because Brandon doesn't see this, so this is what I want.
Yeah.
Yes, doesn't see this. Could just Gamera, not Colin. I think Colin has no context for this. But could Gamera roll? History.
History.
And it's, I'm telling you about this difficult check. This is a difficult check.
No. To build a piece of that big.
Yeah, you look at it and go, what the fuck?
Yes,
Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, she's still thinking, it's like, why did we tie him up?
Now let me tell you what happens. He's unfazed. He is immune to being frightened while raging.
And
So-
that makes me happy.
He doesn't even notice and just spears Brand and then throws him onto the floor. And then he goes, "Yes, I am victorious again!"
And the whole crowd just goes, oh, half of them do, the other half that bet against them don't.
It's probably more the quarter that
Yeah.
against him. Yeah. Just a few of them you hear them just go, "Damn it, I was betting on the weird dragon demon."
It's like, what was a weird dragon demon? What?
That's gurgling blood. At that point, did he pull his punches or not being he's raging?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, Brad's literally just gurgling blood like,
He then looks down and goes, someone healing. He was fun, I want to keep him around. Then he just walks out of the ring and sits next to Maeve. He doesn't like sit in a seat, he's just sat on the floor.
Still the same height.
Yeah, he's huge. She looks just very like, well, I guess you all don't know the relationship here exactly. There is like a guy also sat on a throne next to me, and he seems to just be kind of looking around, not really sure what to do with himself. And Maeve is just making she has like a face. She looks very seductively at Ferguson.
I feel like Gamira is like not keyed into things, but also where she's from, that would be normal. Yeah, so she'd be like,
true.
yeah.
She's probably quite phased by it.
Yeah.
But the main one I'm thinking about is Colin, just being like, he knows there's the king and the queen and her bodyguard. So
the king, the queen, and her boyfriend.
Yeah. He's like, I'm ignoring the facts. Like, all the information, just ignoring it.
Yeah, like, this is the one thing he's, like, very oblivious to.
he just refuses to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's maybe there somewhere deep down in his mind, but he just doesn't very acknowledge it.
It's like, you've seen that advert, it was like, it was an elderly couple, this guy gets like, this is my mum and my mum's friend. Like, oh, it's because he doesn't like saying my lover.
Yeah.
It's her companion, Ma.
To be fair, I distract myself by being the one that, like, jumps the fence, goes over to Brandon and starts healing him.
Ravenna will sort of sulk back, sort of turning out of the form of dread.
At the same time as I'm healing, it's like, now, remember what we said about no killing? That's what happens if you start disobeying.
And unless you actually give me the hit points, Brand's still unconscious.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the cure wounds.
Okay, I'm going to just say Brand was unconscious when you said that.
You should probably tell him what level of cure, how many hit points he gets back. You know?
D8 plus 3.
D8 me then.
You just do the level 1 cure wounds? Okay.
Yeah, because I did the level 2 cure wounds on civilians.
Good to know, they didn't need it.
They didn't, but I didn't realise it wasn't a level 1 spell, so...
Yeah.
How much money does
you get full healing, that's 8 plus 3.
Yeah.
how much money does Gamera win?
Yeah, Colin.
So she bet 5 gold
Yeah, 5 gold.
pieces.
Yeah.
I need to fight that guy again. Not right now.
Raven lost. I think it was 5, did I say?
So basically she gets back 15.
So lose 5,
What's he
get
get?
15, so plus 10.
Yeah.
No, she gets 15.
Well, no, what did you
Man
what
gave
did
it
you
away.
say?
Same thing.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bran, after everyone's dispersed, Bran's going to come over and be like, okay, how much did you get?
Obviously, Ravenna doesn't get money back.
They gave me 15 gold. I'm going to buy Lusky some treats.
Well, given that I gave you that money, could I have half back?
Oh yes, of course.
Wait. You were betting against yourself?
He asked me to give money to.
No, she bet against me. I just gave her some money to bet more against me.
Then that's now her money.
Yeah, asking for it back.
You don't get any back, that's her money.
Yeah, asking for it. She doesn't have to oblige.
Why did you let him kill you? He's human.
He's really fucking strong. I look forward to fighting him again.
What demon are you?
Oh, also, you probably find that being called demon somewhat offensive.
Yeah, they're bull. Demons come from the pit of chaos. They're pieces of shit.
Like
I am devil material.
They are lawful evil. They're
a
more
piece
like.
of shit, like my stepdad, right? Devil.
But don't say demon again unless you want me to start cutting things up.
Also, when we were talking about demons and devils and other extra-planar creatures, there have been many stories and many historical events of humans killing them. It's just not a new thing. Humans are very strong in groups.
Oh, that one guy, he's like 2 guys.
Yes, he is very strong.
Humans in groups. They can run.
An
And then they can
individual.
run even more when they see their friends screaming.
It depends on how they're kept.
Normally they start screaming when I do that.
I feel like
What is he?
he is human. He is strong.
Do you say superhero?
He's very, very tall, but he's a person.
Anyway, come here.
Yes?
7 gold if you.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
You remove 7 gold.
And I do sleight of hand to then steal it back from him to give back to Gamera.
Cool. Well, I'm going to add it, and then when I've got it, you
Yeah.
can take it off me again.
Sure.
Sure. I guess the opposed. Well,
It would be his
yeah, I would say it'd be opposed perception. I wouldn't go with passive or sleight of hand, because sleight of hand, like someone is stood right next to you, and I get that, like you're trying to basically do it in such a way that they don't notice. Yeah, I would say it's opposed.
Let's see what my perception bonus is again. I think it's +1. What? Yep, +2. You've got a good odds of this going in your favour. Yeah, it's 10.
15 plus 8.
There you go.
Yeah. So do I get that 7 gold back then?
Wait, so are you trying to give it back to Gamera in such a way that she doesn't notice as well?
I'm not too bothered about whether she notices or... I'm not too bothered about whether she notices, more about him noticing.
Okay.
Well, I'd imagine she just didn't realise anyway.
Yeah, I've got past perception of 9. I don't notice.
So, yeah, okay. Put the money back in. I'm sure that won't have consequences later.
I'm making everything fair.
Definitely not causing problems. Well, it's after this that Maeve stands up and goes, "Right, that was lots of fun, but Colin, we must be getting along, please."
Who's this?
This is Leanne. She's currently in charge of a few things. To be fair, Auntie, I might be sticking around with these fellas. They seem to have some ties to me father.
She's good. She puts up her hands. She's like, "Okay. Bye." And she looks around and goes, "All right, everyone, we're going." No.
Hey, sorry.
Rematch. Not today. Maybe in a few weeks.
He just
See you around.
he like points at you and then winks.
It definitely returns me.
Big roll production.
Wait, Brand is an evil aligned dragon, right?
Yeah.
Makes him the
No!
opposite.
No! Fuck you.
Does that give him advantage on seduction checks?
Oh no! Now you made me imagine it! I tell you what, this podcast has goals.
Is it reaching those goals?
I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, jeez. Get such popularity. We got a very. And I would take that sponsor.
Go to Ego, send you a voicemail.
Oh, okay. I need a drink.
Can I have a drink too, Babu?
Good start, guys. Good start.
It's good that not everybody knows everybody's name in game yet.
No. Yeah.
Roughly.
I mean, nothing you need to do for yourself.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right moment.
Yeah.
Did you drink water?
I was going to say, I do actually have the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is gone.
I don't think Maeve's figured out you're her brother yet.
Get myself coffee.
I mean, you're the only one that he's relayed any information that would give that away to. And
Yeah.
She's not figured it out. So, yeah, no one else knows.
Yeah, that's.
They just know that you want to find Amaranth and kill him. That's all that you know. Yeah.
Yep. Here's the soul. Didn't say who to.
Yeah.
Here's that basically.
I think she's kind of figured it's something to do with Tiamat, but she doesn't think Tiamat's your mum. She just thinks your mum's probably one of the consorts. Your mum, yeah, your mum is.
Was your consort Dracula?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Great start. Didn't actually see that coming.
You lost. Master.
I didn't quite give it everything, and also, he's really tough.
Got it, Master, got it. You gotta take care of it, Master. You gotta fight.
I want to kill him one day. I bet his soul's probably fucking luminous.
Get him, mate, Master.
Not right now! Later!
Ben,
Decorum, and I'm killing him anyway.
Master, got it.
Give me a little success. Oh, is this your familiar?
He's my salvo.
She brings out the little chubby little rat. This is my familiar. He's called Lusky.
Small fat rat.
Adorable little rat, glowing golden eyes. That is celestial.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
know.
no!
You
Yeah.
probably get a vibe that he doesn't like these two. He's like you also
Where the
you get his
fuck is
emotions.
that from?
The celestial plane.
You're like, oh.
Oh, keep away from me.
And she's basically holding little Lusky
You
to her.
figured out where I'm from. Put it together, you woman.
Dumb. I am very
Then
fast.
why do you think a celestial rat doesn't like me?
Well, I don't know what you are like.
Oh my god, this is going to be painful.
Dumb. I am a very high class necromancer. I know things.
No, you do. Doesn't mean you have any common sense.
By the way, this is the first time she said necromancer.
Doesn't face him
Yeah.
at all. He does not.
Oh yeah, he doesn't get.
Yeah.
I don't know about Colin, but yeah, Rand's just like, sure, you raised dead. Go for it.
Yeah.
At the moment, Colin's just like waving bye to like and the rest of the family. He's not within earshot.
Yeah, that's alright. Thank God for that.
He just turns around to his skeleton. See, do my skeleton? Why do you think my skeletons have skin?
Oh yeah, Nemesis is there.
Oh yeah, he's just been
beat up.
reacting it every time. He's like, I'm not to scare people.
Why would they be scared? They're just skeletons.
He like waves at himself. He's like, this is the most skeletal people go for.
Right.
They're not very common.
But people die all the time.
Yes, we tend to put them in the ground.
You did have this conversation before, where it was explained that generally the dead are buried.
It might not sunk in, yeah.
And they give them rites and like a stone to indicate where they were buried and stuff.
Yeah, the soul goes either up or down.
Yes, I know that. Well, sometimes at different planes as well, depending on.
I only care about up or down. Down.
It's quite even.
I would say, by the way, Ravenna probably heard the word necromancer. I don't know if she would understand what it really means, but she understands the word, the prefix, necro. Also, I just want to say, by the way, when you said necromancer, like, many people walking by and just one soldier just stopped what he was doing for one moment, turned to look at you,
Hi.
and then turned away and just kept walking.
You might stare a lot.
It's because you're not from around here. And to stare at things that aren't there.
Oh, okay. I stare a lot at things. That makes sense. A lot of things are fascinating.
You don't get out much, do you?
No, this is the first time I've left on it. This is very exciting. First time I've been to the surface. I've never seen the sky before, or the sun. This is very big.
I think it's fucking bright.
Yeah, I learned very quickly. Do not stare at it. It makes your eyes go red.
It hurts my mother. It just annoys me.
Vampire weirdness.
Is your...
Why doesn't it burn you?
Yes.
Normally it burns vampires.
I don't know. I've never seen it before.
Wait, is your mom a vampire?
Are you actually a vampire? You like some weird
Yes,
shit?
I'm a vampire.
Did your mom turn you into a vampire?
My mother is the goddess of night and the vampiric. I was born like this.
Also, once again,
Why are
reiterate
you
that we've already kind of rolled for this,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
And Brandon.
yeah, he probably has. Well, I mean, there's some vampires that had the true death happen,
Yeah.
at which point they usually go down to hell.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's seen some, but he doesn't get why this one's not burning alive in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is unusual.
Yeah.
As far as he knows.
Exactly, yeah. So
For audience reference, Ravenna is the Dampier.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like to admit that.
Uh,
So she will tell everybody that she is a vampire.
In the society where she comes from, basically everyone is a vampire. So she feels very out of place. I guess Colin gets done saying goodbye.
Yeah.
By the way, did I explain what Colin was told? What Maeve and entourage are doing?
Yes, you did.
Okay, cool. Where but
okay, we're going westwards then, yes?
Now that seems to be the plan.
Oh, it's very important. I think I mentioned this before. We have about under 5 weeks before something very bad will happen.
Great. I'll see if I can make that bad thing worse. Anyway, moving on.
We looks concerned. But seriously though, how are you alive? According to the dragon thing.
Oh,
What do you? I don't ask questions. I don't want to know. I exist.
Yes, you do.
I'm pretty sure if I die, I just go back down again. So then maybe I can come up again. That doesn't matter.
Actually, yes, it's fascinating because you say your father, yes, is a humanoid of some kind. So you technically would have a soul. So if you die in hell, you die in hell? And if
Don't know, not figured it out.
I mean, you'd probably go to hell unless you were being chaotic, then you would go to the abyss, which would be very, very bad for you.
So looking for facial expressions, I don't think the DM knows either.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just thinking about it.
I mean, if you are half dragon, so you're technically a more devilish inclined dragon, but dragons are their own thing. They're not technically all devils. So you are mortal. So if you die, your soul goes to hell, yes?
I'm
And
sure I can pull some favors and make it unstick. It's fine.
If the one you go under likes you,
I've got connections. I can help him or something.
It depends what layer of hell you actually go into as well. Because it's very different for yours.
That
So
could be the hard part.
I don't think you get
I
to
might
choose.
You could just go,
Wait,
Colin, when we do.
No, not right now, you idiot. There's one burn. I think cops.
Yeah.
When I want to call her, I will say I'm going to call her.
Colin, when we do.
Thinking about just fucking say it.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
In hell, the goddess is getting quite annoyed.
Look, Eagle, if you keep this shit up, you'll piss her off and then she'll kill you.
James, Master. Your God doesn't remember dying, but he feels familiar, Master.
She probably unfixes it or something.
How
Hey,
much HP does Ego have?
10.
Yes.
enough that if I slap him hard enough, I could kill him.
Holy smite.
Yeah, exactly.
Just Dragon Ball Z that shit. Oh, you know what? I completely skipped doing the thing I said I was gonna do,
Nice.
which is that I was going to kind of explain something about the campaign, but you know, now it's probably about as good a time as any.
Yeah. Ad break.
This is not an ad break. This is an information
stream sponsor.
No. This is your stream sponsor.
Big shadow.
No. Yeah. No. Let me do the thing. Okay. This is your stream sponsor. Today's sponsor is Sins of the Father. Yes, we are sponsoring ourselves. This is an infomercial. Do. So,
Better known as Dungeons and Daddy Issues.
Oh, Dungeons and Deadbeat Dads.
Dads and Dads.
God damn it.
Mazes and Milks.
Now that's the real one. I just want to clarify, this is a... You know the railroad sandbox thing? This is very heavy on the sandbox side.
Nice.
I am not even really laying down books for things to do. I'm kind of leaving you to figure it out.
We're going west. Brad has decided that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. I just want to also let you know that it is currently the date. I won't tell you a year or anything like that. But the date is the 25th of October. They do actually have that context.
Mm-hmm.
Probably no idea of where the calendar has come from, but they know this calendar system. As I said, so you know, Samhain happens on the 1st of November.
Nice.
And one other thing, just so you know, Amaranth and other individuals or groups will be doing things on day-to-day basis and basically act independently as time goes on. So that also might mean that they move location. Yeah, having said that, I guess is the group just start walking west? Is everyone agreed on that or what?
Yeah, because we all seem to be looking for the same man.
Yeah.
We just got told he headed west. So yeah, we are kind of just following the trail.
Just walking? Do you guys not have transport? Come on.
No.
Use your brains.
Ravenna will look around for wherever Victor went.
Well, you know, if you probably look over, so there's a small forest to the north, they're very small. It's you can see through the trees to the other side. It's a tiny little forest.
It's a little
Like
wood.
a little copse.
woods. Yeah. And he is just parked outside it. He's just sat there on top of the carriage.
No.
He's quite far off in the distance. You know, he is a mile away. So you kind of have to look over there and expect to see him to actually notice him. But yeah, he's just waiting there.
I'll take the map out and open that.
Okay.
Just which way is west?
Well, let's see. The sun's over there. It's that time of day. So that way.
Yeah.
Even though I have no idea from that. Someone pointed west in a direction, so that's where Brand's going.
I'm figuring out a real life map to show you guys on screens and stuff. But yeah, in the meantime, you're gonna have to imagine it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess you guys see a map. I think Colin probably does recognize that. Oh, this is like the country, or the whole island.
Fair enough.
He probably has a vague idea of like how I'm like here.
Yeah.
Have a ride.
Oh, really? That's nice. Would it fit all of us?
I can see.
Who's there?
And I'll just sort of turn and sort of very sort of quickly float in the direction of where I can see Victor is.
Okay.
Cat is usually sort of floating somewhere behind her.
Yeah, it like flies. It flies.
Yeah, like if you've ever played a video game and you have some sort of flying companion, it looks like that.
Yeah, following behind slightly, not quite keeping up.
It's like the near end of the pod, that sort of distance, I guess.
Well, you guys probably noticing the direction that she's going in.
I'm pretty sure that's not west. Where are you going?
She does seem to be going north, but looking over there, you do see this small copse and what appears to be a big black carriage with two black horses and some, you think, human sat on top.
I'll sort of be waving an arm out in a sort of like follow me gesture and another arm out as if to sort of try and get the attention of
Where
Victor.
are you going? What is that thing?
I said I had a ride.
Cool. How quick does it go?
Fast.
Do you want me to give you an
No,
2 horsepower.
comparing it to like the infernal machines he's used to, he's going to think what he'd think of as fast for that and assume it's that. And yeah, that sounds like it'll work.
This is the only vehicle she's ever actually ridden in.
Will it have enough room for all of us and my skeletons?
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
So does Nemesis get finished? Like, does he stop or?
Yeah. With the crowd being dispersing, probably.
And that we're walking a mile off to a carriage, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's still here.
I don't think he's sticking around that much. He's probably might end up doing off his own thing, go join another party somewhere. He just keeps joining parties that either die or leaving.
I'm going to try and tell you, in comparison, well, it'll be obvious how fast the infernal engines are compared to this. If I can get the... Oh wait, I know actually.
I'm curious how impressed Brand will be with this contraption.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you how... Give me the information. Oh, right.
I think you might be less impressed with the contraption, more impressed with the horses themselves.
I mean, I might steal one.
Okay, well, that's...
Sorry, legitimately acquired.
Commandeer. Right, okay. Well, I guess you travel over. It doesn't take... It's like a... What? A mile?
2 miles an hour average walking speed, so a third of that would be 20 minutes. There you go.
Yeah, you're basically walking for 20 minutes. Yeah, something like that. Unless you're fucking running. No. You get there, and yeah, now you're a bit closer, you realize said horses have large, sort of elongated mouths with full of canine teeth, red eyes, like they have no pupils, and they have bat wings. You also note this humanoid. I think basically you would all get a sort of strange sense from him. He does appear to be human. I was actually imagining, does he have like Also, I'm imagining mutton chop.
Kind of, but his face has just been like beaten and so scarred so much that like not a lot can grow.
He's kind of patchy.
Yeah, especially the amount it's just charging through trees.
That is fair. might want to put a helmet on.
Pussies.
Fair.
Also, could everyone? Yeah. All the main characters roll a perception check, please. This is a difficult perception check.
Oh, that is a 7. I'll take my passive. My passive is 11.
9 total.
1 total.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Just what I'll say is that you notice that there is a tree that maybe looks slightly different to the rest. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to be significant at all.
Yeah, fair.
I've never seen trees before.
Yeah, trees are weird. Don't really get those down there unless they're acid and
you
nothing
will.
on them.
Magic trees.
Yeah.
Crystal trees.
Oh, in
Yeah.
yeah.
In hell, they're just dead trees.
Exactly, yeah. If there's any trees, they're looking pretty shit. No, definitely no green on them. That's weird.
So the actual carriage itself is pretty big on the inside. You probably could fit everyone in, though it'd be a bit of a squeeze.
What about my skeletons?
Yeah, including them.
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna sort of
You think you could probably get max like 8 people in?
Nice.
gonna sort of wait for everybody to get here, then just tell Victor, we're going west.
Got it, man. And then I just start heading west. Just like,
Alright, let's see what this thing's got.
Something that you probably do know when, I guess, you close the door when you get inside the carriage.
Yeah, well, yes, I hope so.
Well, you probably all immediately notice it's dark, there's no light in here, and there's no windows.
Yeah,
So,
that's a vampire carriage.
also, there's a big coffin in the middle that's just like there,
What is this, a coffee table?
considering it hasn't been used, basically.
Puts his feet up.
So yeah, I was gonna say you can't actually tell how fast you're moving
Ah,
because you can't see outside. You can probably feel some movement, but
okay, Brand like door.
yeah, so you pop your door open and you can see movement. It looks like you're moving at about 120 feet. In comparison, like the you remember Baby?
Yeah.
At its normal speed, it's moving about 100 feet per round. It can move faster if it gets boosted.
That isn't bad.
Yeah.
Hey Victor, they're going faster!
I'm going as fast as I can, mate.
Okay.
Shuts the door.
Yeah, I think when Gamera sits down, like, oh, I should introduce everybody. I've been introduced before. Is this scheme familiar? And then she turns to her 4 skeletons and will introduce them by name, but very much in a way that, like introducing a person or a friend.
You do realise they're just soulless bones.
Yes, of course I do, but they should be respected and taken care of.
Oh yeah, you probably all
expect them to
do.
take care of the dirt.
I was going to say, Colin and
I-
Ravenna, because since it seems like Brand doesn't care much, but Colin and Ravenna probably now register that those 3 individuals, 4 individuals,
Yeah, 4.
that seemed to just be following her, that was a gnome, a dwarf, and 2 elves, now actually seem to be skeletons. That just seem to be her minions.
Yeah, this is like nothing new to
Yeah,
Brand.
so-
This is like day in the office.
Nothing new to
Also, I'll
Ravenna
say
either.
that Ducky doesn't take up. She takes like half a
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
There's a little bit of wiggle room.
They're all like very clean, but their armor's very polished. Like they're not just plain skeletons. They've got like markings and stuff like that. Some are like painted in certain ways and very, very well taken care of. It is.
You know, what last 2 seconds in the theatre of war, right?
Yes, skeletons do break, but they can be fixed and they can be mended. And when they are no longer of service, their bones are given for at home we have churches and they're given there so they can rest.
How do you have fun?
It is my job. I used to when I was younger. I used to have to strip the body parts off the bones, but now I just have to raise the dead and make sure they're okay.
Yeah, I get why you're an expert.
I'm particularly interested in what Colin is thinking about this.
Stunned silence.
It is very normal for that one.
He's particularly hard
Where I'm from, we use souls as currency. I think normal is different for everyone.
But where you're from, everyone is dead. Technically.
Yes.
Colin's just hung up on the thinking of bones.
Well, yes, zombies are very disgusting, and you do not turn people into zombies unless they've done something very, very bad, and they spread diseases. You don't want that around your city. The skeletons are more sanitary.
It's a very practical way of doing it. I get it. Sure, you can just incinerate them and just leave the bones behind, right?
But we live in a cavern, so smoke is a thing. It doesn't go. You have to be very careful. There's lava pits, but they're very far away.
You would hate hell.
And well, no, because hell is ventilated. Caverns aren't.
Have you tried breathing in hell?
No, I've never been in hell.
Yeah,
A little bit of smoke inhalation's not going to kill you.
Brad's probably just remembering like to himself
Yeah.
what it was like to be in hell, and in comparison, like breathing here feels so much nicer. He's just like, wow, I feel like I'm only on 11 hit points, but I feel so good.
And well, we can't dig because we live in a cavern.
Sounds like a you problem.
I want to just acknowledge that Ravenna has not been saying much this time.
Sort of sitting in the nicest seat in the carriage, Ravenna is probably going to take her moment to sort of stand up and say, I am the Princess Ravenna Tepes of the Darkness. You should be grateful for my hospitality, because I don't give it often, or ever.
Well, we're trying to kill the same guy. Makes sense.
Hello, Princess Ravenna. You have mentioned that your father is our father, so I am conflicted.
Maybe.
Because I like the fact that I have a sister, but you eat people. But it is nice to meet you. She holds out her hand.
I'll sort of...
Takes it very like...
And this is Bathory. Keep that rat away from me.
Yeah, where's your familiar from? Anywhere. That one's from. So that's the Celestial one.
So,
It's a Tressum.
so are you? So Brandon's just asking that, or is it Brandon asking that? Just
It's random.
so what I would say is that Ravenna probably doesn't know because she just received it from her mum. She doesn't know if it came from anywhere in particular.
Would it be a creature familiar to Brandon?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Katie just like, yeah. Okay.
At that point, like, Colin kind of like stands up as well after standing and was like, well, if we're doing the formal introductions now, top of the morning to you all. My name be Colin Mac. Oh, I forget how to pronounce it. Colin Mac, but you guys can just call me Colin Mac Triston. Meet you all. I like just shake everyone's hand.
Just again, sort of the hesitant handshake.
Yeah, I be Prince of the Realm. Oh, Prince of the country.
There's like a weird kind of like...
Yeah.
Your country.
Ah, well, I also got the sunlight and the better scenery from what I can hear. And the better people too.
You two really great to bicker about land.
Just this one's campaign really about disputes.
Can you just both all kill each other and most of you go down anyway, and then I benefit, so I don't really care.
There's more peaceful solutions than that.
What's the fun in that?
It's not about fun, it's about what's right.
Let's speak on
Sorry,
that.
why gets me fun from elsewhere? I pull out my drums again.
Oh god.
Here's on the wall.
Okay.
Also, I want to very quickly, if we are in the carriage, Song of Rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can actually take a long rest. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did say we are using Song of Rest.
Song of Rest.
Oh,
It's
right.
just calming sleep music for long car rides.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
After getting a long rest, you know what that means?
Yeah.
I need to roll dice.
How much do I heal back to full on a long rest?
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yes. The special character feature.
I'll actually mention, by the way, so we're using the like heroic style long rest, but basically that means it only takes an hour.
Nice.
But you can still only do one every 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you can't just long rest.
Well, I mean, I could do one to, fill my hit points back up.
I did originally get my spells. I used so many.
Let's see what I get. 2. That's blue.
Okay. You guys probably noticed that instead of you probably noticed a strange little thing. You didn't think, you thought he just looks like this, but basically all of his green scales suddenly go more dull, and his blue scales start to highlight again.
It might feel a little crackle of static as well.
Can I do another roll to try and figure this out? Have you changed
Yeah,
it?
it's a pretty good clue.
What would this be?
It'd be like a proficient intelligence check.
It would be 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if... Okay.
The history.
I was about to say something in like the third person, and I thought, no, I should talk about my own experience of being a nerd
Yeah.
and thinking you kind of think something and then think to yourself, no, that cannot be the case.
Yeah.
But you just think to yourself for a moment, is this the child of Tiamat? And it goes through your head, and you just think, no, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense if you know a lot about this sort of thing. That would be ridiculous.
You definitely see that facial, that journey on her face. And it's just like, no.
You're...
Yeah. Who's your...
That's my business.
Right.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to roll like. I mean,
I'm gonna roll the set. Brandon's like, oh, it's just some drag. I don't even know her.
3.
you don't need to roll.
That one.
Actually, it would have been now onto my Christmas +3.
Might Ravenna know about Tiamat?
It's a 19, so 22 anyway. So yeah, I'd just be like, oh yeah, it's just some dragon who's done me. I don't even know who she is.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you know what? You can roll as well. Do you have like history?
I
Still in the back of her head.
Okay, you don't have history.
I do have history.
Okay, right. Well, even better then. So yeah, you're an intelligence one. You've got +5. But because of situationally, your particular background and your mum and stuff,
Yeah.
you have advantage.
Well, it'll be a 22 then. If it's figure out.
Well, one's a 17.
You're trying to beat my. You're trying to beat my deception, or
So
you
the
just...
17,
The 17
and then
match.
The 17 +5 is 22.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is my deception.
Mm-hmm.
So she suddenly thinks to herself, "Oh, you just straight up go, oh, that's the son of Tiamat.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
So
the,
I
do you
won't-
actually say that
I
out loud
won't-
is the question.
I won't say it out loud because you're clearly trying to dupe her.
You're
And I think it's
nice.
funny that she doesn't know, and I'm just going to sort of give a very smug, knowing grin towards Fran.
I think she believes you that you don't know who your mum is, but I think it's still in the back of her head.
But it could be.
It could be Tiamat, but that would be ridiculous. But it could be, and you've got different scales, but that's a god.
You know how everybody got these souls and then goes to Colin's thought, and Colin's thought is just like, why don't I have any pets?
Yeah.
That's a fucking fairy tale.
I'm trying to call. I'm a helper.
Yeah, it's a helper. It's a helper.
God damn, it's a helper.
I'm just
I'm gonna say
going on
Felpo
my
felt
help.
very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's okay. You can honestly now call my helper.
Every time you said cell phone, I'm gonna cut it out and replace it with
Hell phone.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
There you go, a bunch of different cuts for you to take.
Just to remind, mainly Rebecca, Victor was just asked to go west, so that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
If it's also been at least an hour, so I mean, you're west.
Yeah, we need to find a city and then talk to them and figure shit out. We've rested up now, we're good.
I think was west the only direction that we knew. We
Yeah.
weren't told of a town.
Yeah, exactly. So now we need to find the nearest city that's under us.
Yeah, we saw
To flying.
them flying west.
If Colin has the best idea of the map, then what he might end up doing is just ask for it, open the door to let some light in, and then just have a look. Not in the dark.
All of us have dark vision
Yeah.
apart from Colin.
I have like warlock dark vision as well. I can see in magical darkness as well.
Which makes me more impressive. I can play music on the drink in the dark.
You can feel
It's
it.
the muscle
Yeah.
memory. You just
Yeah, exactly. Got that much
instinctively can do that.
I was gonna say there's probably a slight. This is a bit of a weird one, but because it's not per the rules, but I would say there's like a slight amount of light coming off of Brand.
Yeah, technically, I guess, be slightly glowy.
Yeah. But
like-
otherwise, there's not really.
Like, you know, so little it'd be like you'd have to hold your map up to like the scales.
Yeah.
But also, this would probably seem like pretty dangerous to anyone with a brain. But I would say that there are actually like candles. They do have like glass basins.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We sort of got
Having candles in glass bases so they don't burn your carriage down.
I feel like
Yeah,
Gamera
even
has-
then, it probably still seems pretty dangerous.
Yes, that,
Okay, so-
that was thickly layered sarcasm.
I just want
Yes.
to find out that Gamera does have the dancing light cantrip, but it hasn't got into her brain because everyone else seems to be seeing fine,
Yeah.
and this is normal for her.
Yeah.
So it hasn't come into her brain that you can't see.
Yeah.
She played the drums really well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's like,
I was going to say as well, you know, I was mentioning the candles there. I'm not saying that you've used them, right?
yeah.
Right. But anyway, you're looking at the map. I'd say on the map, what you do note is that there is like a depiction of a tower just to the west of the village you just came from, but to the east of the mountains. Also looking out from here. Now below you, you think you see like a more kind of swamp. You think, if you look basically, you think you can see mountains in the distance.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with map in hand, I'm going to clamber out on top of the carriage and just speak to Victor and just trying to tell him to try and direct him towards the tower first of all. Just see if there's anyone there that's also noticed anything. Also, there's a bit of a pit stop.
You know, as a DM at this moment, I could do 2 dick moves to Will.
Do a dick move.
I'm like debating if I should do one or both, or neither.
Do it. Do it.
So one, I could like get you to roll an acrobatics check to not fall to your death, but I won't do that.
I've got flying.
Yeah. But I
I'm just like, stop the carriage.
One
I think
can
it-
levitate too. So.
think I also just don't want to spend time on this.
Also, second story work, so no half movement on climbing anyway, and a +8 to acrobatics.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're pretty damn good, so I'm just going to assume you just.
I'd like to imagine you like fall off and just like swoop back round and like come back on the other side or something.
Yeah, that's something crazy like that. And then you're like next to Victor, and Victor like turns to you and goes, he's kind of like a little bit impressed. He's like, okay. But actually, do you want to play Victor? Or this is the other dick move. That you can be talking to yourself for a minute.
I mean, I do that at home anyway, so.
Now you can be the DM.
Just sounds like. How'd you get under the cat? Just. Kind of slipped, recovered, got back up. Anyway, this tower on the map, it should be in this direction. We just need to head there. And then just. Alright. Just like pulls really hard on one side.
Well,
Swerves.
Everyone in the carriage is like, whoa! Swerves against one wall.
Mm-hmm.
All the skeletons fall over.
Yeah.
Oh god. The horses just like smirk.
Start drifting through the air.
Deja vu.
Start playing some Eurobeat on that drum.
Actually, do something underneath the drum and it starts making electronic noises.
I have to get up stat block. Because I'm going to roll perception for Victor.
Okay.
He gets 11. I assume, by the way, that you left Nemesis behind.
Yeah, I think we
Is
did.
that 11 with the +7?
Yeah.
Okay. Nemesis kind of just... Yeah, it's a matter of... He now just, like, kind of wanders party to party. Either they die off and he's just left alone, or he just gets abandoned like this. This is normal for him.
Yeah. But if you could roll perception for Colin. Because he's up on the actual carriage, so you can see.
Perception,
Okay.
15.
15 overall?
Yeah, 11 + 4.
Oh, still pretty good. You do think you see off in the distance, not a tower, but like really deep into the swamp, sort of just before you get to the mountains, what appear to be they're large structures, and they're like a kind of murky brownish green. They're kind of like thin at this sort of stalk and then become thicker at the top. Not sure exactly what you're looking at. There's multiple of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe those are towers. Not sure.
And would it match up roughly where it is on the map as well?
Looking back at the map, you think it's roughly in the right area.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I kind of just point there, let us fly across and just kind of like land in the path.
I guess that's what you tell him.
Yeah.
So he's not going to just do something stupid.
No, I am being a bit more precise than Rowena generally is, because I care a bit more. Like,
I like the idea that Colin pronounces Ravenna as like
Rowena. I don't know where I got Rowena from. Because it's the thing, like, I imagine Gamera as just Gamora anyway.
Yeah, you also been calling Gamera Gamora, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that's just my guess into the
Are
character.
you going to call Brand Brend?
Colin's not saying it once name.
I was calling Brandon.
Maybe he thinks it's Brandon. Maybe he thinks his actual name is Brandon.
But we've been calling you Brand.
The bad gets the names wrong. He's just too charismatic, no one corrects him.
Okay, well, it's off in the distance. You think you're going to arrive there in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone wants to say anything or any kind of things go on in this time frame.
We'll like do what she's sometimes done on the journey there, just sort of opening the door to have a look outside.
Okay.
Kind of just like sitting on the window seat in the aeroplane.
Yeah.
And you want to just sort of just look and see what you're going over.
You can make a perception check as well, please.
That's a 1, but my passive is 11.
Right. Yeah, right.
I'll take the passive.
The 2 then. No, you don't get to take
No, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just opens it on the other side.
She's like, you're looking around, you don't see anything that you think is worth noticing. Yeah.
Even in the dark, the sun blinds you again.
It's passive is when you're not trying to do it. When you're trying to do a
okay.
roll, and then you get one of the roll.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in one of the other games I'm playing, if you like roll perception, you can choose to take your passive instead. So I was doing that, so okay, yeah, 1.
Yeah, I'd say maybe situation. Okay. Sorry, was there anything else?
So, this guy can kill gods. How are we going to kill him?
He's human. They break easy.
I have a feeling this one might take a bit more effort. You did see the big fucker I fought earlier, didn't you?
limbs do not break easy. They don't have very long lifespans. But please do not kill my dad.
Look, I'm here to do a job. What do you want?
Not kill him?
Are you going to make it worth my while? Are you going to give me like 10 souls in his place or something?
No, of course not. I'll never give a soul away.
Then you're either going to get in the way of my job or you're going to have to find another solution.
Never think about this. Why do you want to kill him? Just to get his soul?
It's a soul debt.
Why does that matter to you? Do you owe a soul debt to someone? Are you in debt to someone?
Not exactly. Just doing someone a favour.
Yeah, I'm guessing you must be subservient to someone. If you live in hell, that's how it works. You're subservient.
Don't sit among that. Anyway.
Well, you are, because everyone in hell is. I imagine there's things you cannot do.
Within reason, yes, of course.
Yes.
There are laws, we are civilized.
Yeah, so you're subservient to someone.
In a manner, speak.
So you have to do this because they tell you to.
I also want to.
I just don't understand why.
I'd like to see him
That's what you mean.
dead. Yeah, welcome to hell.
There's sort of moment where we were just looking in Brad's eyes and it's just like sees like the fires of hell and just hears the screams of tormented souls. And she looks away like, oh god.
If we kill the god, do you think you can kill him?
Not right now.
So we are going to there for him to kill you and you try to kill
No,
him?
I'm going there to go gauge what the fuck you're dealing. I don't have to kill him straight away. There is an art to
Yes, you
this.
don't. You have to wait. You can just wait.
I'm not waiting
so-
till he dies.
Well,
If he can kill gods, he can probably prolong his life. I'm not having him get out of his contract by becoming a fucking lich or something.
Yes, I suppose. But even liches die.
Yes, but
Everything
weird
dies.
shit happens with a soul, and I need that, so I'm not having any shit go down. I'm going to make sure this is wrapped up nice and cleanly. No loose ends. I get the soul, she gets the blood, we're both happy, end of
Again, you
discussion.
don't have to kill someone to get their blood. I don't know why you need their blood. What does their blood do for you? Apart from nourishment. But you can get blood from anywhere, like animals.
My mother can't be the vampire queen forever.
So you want to, how do you say? Perform a revolution?
I will become more powerful by consuming the god-killing human.
I don't know how it works. Is it how it works? You get power from the people you kill. Like if you kill like a very powerful magic user, you get their abilities. Because I think magic does not come from your blood, unless you're a sorcerer.
I need to kill my father.
If she's going to become vampire queen with some magic blood ritual, I'm going to get a soul to come out of the contract that agreed to and Bastard's been getting out of ever since. You're going to get a stick. What do you even want out of this?
I'm still chatting with Victor.
Yeah, he probably sticks his head out. Like, why do you want to go see him?
Well, because the man's a legend. Have you heard his stories?
Okay.
So, I was going to say, did you want me to actually tell you what Colin's stories he's heard are?
Brand will shut the door so he won't hear, but I'm curious for myself, not my character.
I don't know, is he like telling them to Victor?
Well,
Or just,
before we start going, because I imagine, I don't know if he does know that he's been involved in this something, but he's probably heard it in a more positive spin as well.
yeah, he's heard like variations. So he's basically heard different perspectives, especially while he's been traveling. So in his own country, there's largely a kind of positive spin. That like, so the Morrigan in your actual main city has actually been personally appearing and saying that disaster is coming, and the spin that a lot of bards are putting on like him having apparently killed this god, it's Tyrannus, who's like the god who moved the sun before, is that like he's he's doing this to save us. He's doing some kind of like he's got some kind of basically like imagine the old Celtic way of describing 4D chess. That's the way. That's the way they're describing it. While you've been traveling through what is actually southern Ulaid, the country that you're in now, which is now it's kind of dominated by the Tuatha, they've been largely negative. They like this guy. He's out to destroy our civilization, that kind of shit. He's like, they're really against it. They're like, fuck this guy. Obviously, you just came into this more like northern Ulaid. You haven't really heard what things.
Yeah.
Yeah. In regards to other stories, he's been very well known to basically pull every woman that he's ever tried to pull in everywhere he goes, supposedly. He's apparently been known to kill large numbers of undead by himself. There were instances of him apparently killing some kind of creature from the other world that was terrorizing a village to the south. There's various other stories like this. You're not sure about what's true, what's false, what's, maybe over exaggerated. You're not sure, but he is treated like a legend.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Imagine are you just telling this stuff to Victor? Or...
I am kind of like saying it out loud to Victor. I'm saying it out loud at Victor.
Yeah.
Victor's not paying any attention.
I don't think Victor cares.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I was going to say, especially because, like, I imagine some of the stories he probably heard in other languages, so he ends up just reciting them in the other languages. Because, like Halfling and Dwarven as well. They might have just heard them in those languages and started speaking in those languages without realising.
Victor's just like, this guy's speaking in tongues? It's just...
It's like the carrier's going, so it's totally very interesting.
Well, you're now getting a lot closer, and you now register that what you're looking at are huge mushrooms. Like, these seem to be giant mushrooms, like 50 feet tall.
Okay.
You can see them, you get to about, like, 200 feet away, and Victor's going at full fucking speed still.
Right. Victor, you might want to slow down a bit, but we're very close.
Yeah, instead of going 120 feet, he's going 110 feet.
At that point, it's like, right, God, and he just pulls up on the reins.
Oh, right, okay. So he stops as soon as he can.
He just skids to a halt.
Okay. Yeah, so you're in the sky. Down below you is swamp, and in front of you looks like a kind of mushroom forest.
Mushroom land.
Can I go from where I am, if there is any, like, inhabitants around this mushroom forest? Like, if there's anyone moving around?
I guess roll perception. And if you see something.
Pretty sure. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Well, okay, first off, Victor just goes, oh, Christ. There's something really bad smelling down there. Good God. And you, down there, you actually see what appears to be a tower. That tower looks like about 40 feet tall. It's not as tall as the mushroom, so it's harder to notice. It looks like it's made of stone. It's largely overgrown, like fungus all over it. So it's coloured in like yellows and greens because of this. And there does look to be like two humanoids sort of sat in front of it. They seem to have like, well, one has sort of a greyish skin and the other one has like green skin. Both have long black hair. And you think they're both very large. Like, about 10 foot tall. These massive things. But they seem to be wrestling each other. They're wearing like very bare clothing, like just like basically.
Yeah.
They're also very. You're seeing like their forms. They seem to have very long arms for their size. They're not very. They're very strange biology.
And you said the carriage is still in the air, right?
Yeah, you're about like 100 feet off the floor.
Okay. At that point, I kind of just stand up from the seat and was like, observation's like, alright, you tell everybody we're here. I'm just going to go scout ahead for a bit. I put my hand up for a salute and I just kind of like fall backwards.
Hey. Fair enough. So, well, alright, I'll tell you that Victor just goes into the carriage. Let me just read that. Victor just goes into the carriage and says,
Yeah, activate that.
oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Also, I choose it to be more bird-like than bat-like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's that?
So, basically, well, I guess you guys won't see it, but you will see it in a minute. So Victor comes into the carriage, takes up his hat, and goes, "We are here."
Where is here? Did we find a city?
He goes, "No." He jumped off.
Have you seen this guy?
He just goes, "And he jumped off."
Opens the door.
The artist drew like that. Yeah.
So, opening up, you see now that Colin seems to have dropped off of the carriage and is now produced wings and is flying down.
Oh, lovely.
They seem to be large bird wings.
How far off the ground are we?
About 100 feet.
Do you need help?
I mean, why are we going down to a mushroom forest? Or we're looking for civilization?
Well, there seems to be a tower, and we knew he was going west.
You can see, like, the tower there.
A tower. I'm looking for people who have seen him, not a tower.
Do you have any sense of adventure?
I have a job to do.
After having seen Colin fly out the
Fuck
side,
it, I'm staying in the carriage.
and so
Are you sure you don't want to be able to fly?
I was always happy.
There's a moment of, like, wonder and childhood that Brand has just never experienced.
Yeah, it's very much
There's
so.
always been this like feeling in the back of his mind that like as a part dragon that he should be able to fly, but he just can't.
No.
That's the one thing he's jealous of Ego. Ego's just there with his wings. It's like,
yeah. After having seen Colin jump out the side, Raven will sort of stick a head out and then follow suit. Just sort of
Fuck you, but
fall
yeah.
into gravity.
And he just basically gives you a tap, and yeah, I'm going to cast Fly at 4 so I can fly and he can fly.
Okay. If you cast it at 4, how
Is
many
there-
people?
2.
You're not your skeletons then. You'd have to.
They'll have to stay in the carriage.
Yeah, I can't get all of them.
Yeah.
Then you want to put them in the bag.
Oh yeah, you can put it in the bag.
Wait, you open up the bag first and go on, and they all just. So this relatively small looking bag, they just get into it.
It's like clowns in a clown car.
That's your bag, I see.
Yes.
Fun.
They're quite common from where I'm from. They just jumps out and flies.
I'll remember you have that.
Yeah. So now you
not
probably.
ended up on. You were discussing me and not doing this.
We can put Igor in the bag.
Ego can just fly.
It's out of character thing, but I know what you want to do.
What on earth would you want to do with that?
Wait. Am I missing? I think I missed it.
Yeah, no, we've discussed about things you can do out of character. We've discussed things you can do with a bag of holding.
Oh, you can do
Specifically,
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that thing.
Yes.
Stay away. I've got a bag of
That's
holding.
one way to kill a guy.
Well. Sorry, yeah, just I had a little moment where I thought about something completely different. Obviously, like, Colin is like the ahead here. Is Colin trying to do anything particular here?
Yeah, so like he said he was scouting ahead. He's basically gonna go fly down to where the two creatures were wrestling, and he's going to try to get their attention while staying a little out of arm's reach, especially if you can see quite long dangling arms. But yeah, he's going to try and get their attention.
Okay. Sure. What does he say something? No.
Yeah, it basically goes down as like does that sort of like, you know, like excuse me fellas, we're looking for a bit of information. You haven't seen anything, have you?
Okay. So they like stop wrestling each other and look up at you. I guess roll persuasion.
Come on, Bard, you can do this.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good at that.
28.
Ooh.
17 plus 11.
Okay. Okay. So they like stop what they're doing, stop wrestling. They go, oh, it's an angel. Now that you can both see that, you can see them more clearly. They're like very ugly. They look like their faces are semi-melted almost. They, yeah, their skin also looks like it's kind of got a little bit of this fungus growing off them. They look really kind of fucked up. Yellowed eyes as well. But yeah, one of them just goes, it's an angel. And the other one goes, yeah. We're seeing bangs.
Well, that's a good start. Just throw me for a tick here, and hopefully without them realising, I cast Minor Illusion to get rid of some of the ugliness.
Oh, on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can talk to him.
Yeah, just as I'm talking to them, it's like, you know when some people talk, they like wave their hands around like a lot and no one even notices? I'm basically just doing that, but I'm legally casting Minor Illusion while I'm doing it.
Sure, I'll give you that. Sure,
Too ugly to be in my presence.
so wait, you just make them look less ugly for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go back to Brand 1 second, because we didn't actually describe you leaving the carriage yet.
Superman.
Yeah, so does he just have no fear? He just does it?
Yeah,
or-
he fucking dives and assumes that he can fly now.
Yeah, it probably is a sudden kind of strange experience, but once he starts doing it, he probably starts really enjoying it.
Yeah, he's like...
You just start like flying around.
Yeah, he's not actually doing anything this time.
Brad's just like flying around having fun.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
going to go pet one of the nightmares.
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't think Gamir is probably such a you.
At that point, if you two are petting the nightmares, Victor goes and he tells you like, one on the left, that's... Yeah, remember it. That one's Ebony. One on the right, that's Pitch.
We'll go to Ravenna now, I guess. She's like floating down slowly.
Yeah, she sort of jumped out after Colin, like, if he's gonna float, I'm gonna float.
You're not using the spell fly.
I don't think I have a spell that lets me fly. She's just falling until she reaches the point where she can levitate.
Yeah, so you're basically just slowly floating down.
Something she's probably done a few times before, so...
Yeah, because instead of hitting the floor, you just start levitating 20 feet off it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I think eventually you probably just about catch up shortly after Colin casts the Minor Illusion. You see these two very ugly humanoids. You don't recognize what they are. Holly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you realize they're some sort of strange humanoids. You see Colin kind of wave his hand and make them look less ugly. I don't know if you say or do anything here.
I just sort of... Maybe not question that, it's like, it's probably not the ugliest creature she's seen.
Oh no, like Mark Sephiroth is far more disturbing.
Yeah.
With one wing.
There's more than one wing.
They're just very small and hidden behind his back, so it looks like he just has one big...
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what I'll say is there is a debatable number of wings.
They're always odd, no matter what.
Biblically accurate box set they're off.
Truly canon.
God.
Does Rebecca say anything or anything? Or,
No, she'll just sort of acknowledge that, like, she just saw two things that looked ugly and suddenly change, and she's just like, okay.
And Gamira's just like,
Petting horse.
Yeah.
okay. Well, back to Colin then. So,
Yeah, so he's basically just there asking, like, so, we heard about, I think it was about a week ago, another man flying across from, there's a town over in the east, headed in this direction. You didn't manage to catch him, did you?
no, we didn't. We wanted to eat him, but no, we couldn't get him. He was so pretty, though.
Quite a bit, but the backtrack a bit. Eat him?
Yeah.
Have you tried not eating people?
And it was at that moment that the one who's kind of more talking to you is like, he goes, nah. And the other one, like, just tries to take a big chunk out of his cheek, just like tries to bite him. Just like, and it's like,
Okay.
no, we like eating. He just pushes him over.
And I look around like, you know, there's mushrooms everywhere. You get some of them, you fry them up real nice. They're quite tasty.
Yeah, we ate.
Fair enough. Also, this tower you seem to be in front of. Have you ever been inside it?
Yeah, but got eaten a lot.
The tower or what was inside the tower?
Mate, I got eaten a lot.
From what was in the tower?
Yeah.
What's in there?
I know. Oh my god.
Okay. Do you know if they saw anything?
Well, I mean, he went in there. So, you mean pretty guy? Yeah, he went in there. So, I mean, maybe.
Pretty guy went in.
Yeah.
You don't quite right, do you?
I mean, but not really. You know. I do kind of like, you're a pretty angel, really pretty, but I probably will try to eat you. I'm just saying, I will. I'm just, I'm letting you know. I think it's fair, right? It's gonna happen.
Well, I thank you for the warning. And I'll be sure to make it a bit harder for you. Give you a bit of a challenge.
It's tastier when I catch them and they've been running really hard.
Yeah, no, if you don't mind me. And the fact that I'm flying, I kind of fly up to where can they reach, the top of the tower?
I mean, the tower's 40 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're they're 10 foot tall.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, maybe they could climb, but it'd probably take them some time.
Yeah, in which case I see if there's an entrance to the tower from the top, either a hatch or a doorway or something.
You do see, a kind of hatch on sort of the side of it.
Okay.
It does. It's made of wood. It is very overgrown.
Well, in that case, I kind of just fly over to that part, and then just with a little bit of a flourish, I pull out my rapier, and it's just slash away at the overgrowth over the trapdoor.
Sure. Yeah. You kind of slash away most of it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of splatters on the stone around you. Yeah. Sure. And you, in front of you, it's not locked by the look of it. It looks like you'd probably just unlatch it and open it if you wanted.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be a little cautious because if something in there was eating the big guys, I want to be a little bit careful about just randomly opening. I'm not going to open it up and just say surprise. I want to see what's in there first.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak up.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll roll stealth then. Yeah.
Sure. This is.
Chicken.
Yep. $24.
Really damn.
12 plus 12.
What was
I
that?
think,
So,
Yeah.
I think while this is happening, Ymir's petting the horse. It's oh, we should probably stand on the roof or something. This only lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, so Brand's going to float down to where Colin is. What's going?
Sure, yeah. Does Ravenna, like, also... She sees, like, you know...
Colin, get back.
No, not yet. I think if I try to enchant something, but I have to do it for a very long time, like every day. But that's not my speciality.
She's been sort of following behind Colin as this has all been happening. She's probably been more interested in the massive mushrooms.
Yeah. Like, go over to one, like, this is... It's like a 50-foot
Yeah,
tall...
she's probably been staring at the mushrooms like, these are huge. While her cat sort of sniffs around.
Okay.
But I sort of say that she was sort of lingering somewhere behind Colin when he was talking to those guys, and is nearby as he is cleaning the vines off this door.
Just something I want to mention
Yeah.
is that your cat,
Yeah.
in your head, Bathory,
Yeah.
starts saying, "Oh, hey Ravenna, I can notice something.
You still have to do your Sean Connery impression.
I think I noticed something.
What is it?
The tower. It's covered in magic symbols. Me, but I can see
Symbols.
them. Symbols, yes.
So the symbols are invisible.
Well, you can't see them, so.
I can't see them, but he can. Can I? Is there a way that I can see through his eyes, or can you roll Arcana to try and detect them?
It's a familiar, right?
Yeah, he's
so
familiar.
you can use your action to start looking through his eyes.
I'll do
but
that.
you stop seeing through your own eyes while this.
I'll sort of do that then. I'll sort of just take a moment to sort of stand still while levitating, and then see through Bathory's eyes.
Yeah, so looking through Bathory's eyes, you look at the tower, and basically you see, imagine in a circle
Yeah.
around the tower, it seems like there's 4 symbols around it,
Yeah.
and that happens like in 3 layers.
Mhm.
The symbols, I guess you could roll Arcana to try and
So you can say yeah, because I do have the proficiency.
plus 5 then.
That's a 9 with a plus.
Plus 5, so
So no, that's a 16.
what was it, 16?
16, yeah. So it looked like a 9. It's see-through dice with a big bottled chicken in it.
Yeah, okay.
It looked like a 9. It's a 16.
Okay. So that's a 21 then.
Yeah.
You basically realize that the symbols are conjuration magic.
Yeah.
Basically just recurringly around the thing.
Okay.
You know, conjuration is about like summoning something from one place to another.
Yeah.
It's like movement magic, more or less. But then Brandon and Gamera come down to where Colin is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, that check was really good. So I guess you just poke your head in and see what's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a circular room. Tower circle. Quite plainly, it's quite obvious. There's a snoring. It's very loud, noxious. There's a similar looking creature to the ones below. However, it's much it's much bigger. It's about 13 foot tall. You probably would have thought if it was stood, but it's not. It's asleep and on its back. And it has a huge belly. And it almost seems to be like, it's really gross, but it's like pustules coming off of its skin, and it seems to be slightly leaking from them. As the really horrific smell, like that of a corpse, been for a few days.
So, I peek in and see that, slowly close it again, and just start. Oh!
What's that? I see something entertaining.
Did you eat a mushroom? You used to release eat a mushroom.
The problem is, I think this guy's been eating too many of the mushrooms. Dear God. Never seen something so gross. No, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Sure. I'm just supposing, does Ravenna kind of come up with the rest of you?
Yeah, I guess I will follow Colin inside.
Well, inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Colin poked his head in, nearly barfed at the thing, and then put his head back out.
Yeah.
Say, you know it's covered in conjuration runes. None of us know anything.
Yeah. Haven't had the chance to sort of let anybody know yet.
That's kind of what I was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This will probably sort of, if Colin's poked his head in, she'll just sort of appear behind Colin to sort of tell him, be careful. They're conjuring something there.
Well, it sounds like he's conjuring some vomit.
To be sure. Oh, yes. Well, apparently this guy in here. So, the pretty man seems to be a father. We kind of need to get the information out of him.
I was about to say, sounds like we have some polite asking to do.
To be sure. It's just... I don't think it's very polite to wake someone up just to ask him a question. We might need to stick around for a while.
Or I can go and wake you up. So,
Again, we don't want to antagonize the people. It's not the best way to get information.
I mean, if it's versus his life versus not having life, then maybe he'll be inclined to share.
It's fine for defense, but we can't just antagonize the poor man. I mean, so far he's just been asleep.
Fix the blowing.
Next time.
Yeah, exactly. Kick the door, cut to black.
Yeah, I guess we'll call it there.
I was like, I hope somebody stops my character's violence.
No.
I'm trying to think of like, how do I stop this from being too disruptive?
That's why my character's here.
Yeah,
Yay.
the good brother.
Yeah.
Who's trying to stop you?
Yeah.